All right, let's get it, man. Back with another show today, man. You know, this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do, man. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Man, we back with some more California content today. Today, we're talking about San Francisco, California, right across the bridge from Oakland. See, a lot of people don't know too much about Frisco because you always hear about Oakland, but there's a lot of black history in San Francisco, and a lot of people just don't know because it's not advertised like that. It's not promoted. They don't promote San Francisco like they promote Oakland, right? But we're gonna get into it. There's a lot of deep history, a lot of deep black history in the city of San Francisco, the Bay Area. All right. For those of you who don't know, the Bay Area, well, San Francisco is the West Bay, Oakland is the East Bay. A bridge, the Bay Bridge separates Oakland from Frisco. You know what I mean? All you got to do is cross the bridge. It's kind of like in New York City, you cross the bridge to get to New Jersey. Well, it's like that in the Bay Area, Cali. The bridge separates Oakland and Frisco, man. And then you got other small cities in the Bay Area as well. So get the people up in here, man. Let's talk about it, man. We're going to have the conversation. It's time to elevate. For sure, it's time to elevate. Where y'all at, man? Bless the like button. It ain't nothing that you play upon the King Supreme. Make sure that you like the stream. Yeah, man. Hit me up for the dope topic. Man, you know King Supreme is always on it with the dope content. Raw, live, and uncut. One of the most hated brothers in this FBA space, right? Why do they hate King Supreme? Well, a lot of people don't like the fact that I critique the women, and it ruffles a lot of people's feathers. But damn it, I'm gonna give you the truth. I can't sugarcoat nothing. You know what I mean? Shout out to OG Bam. Don't run from it, run to it. What are you talking about? The truth. Don't run from it, run to it. I'm talking about the facts, the truth. And a lot of people choose to run from it. They don't want to run to it. Learn to embrace it. A sickness that goes untreated only gets worse. Ignoring these problems, FBA people ain't gonna make our situation no better. Well, I don't want to bash. I don't want to. Man, you sound crazy. You sound foolish. You think the world can't see this nonsense that I'm talking about? Everybody can see it because everybody deals with these individuals. So ignoring it is only going to make the situation worse. Everything I say to my people, man, I'm saying it out of love because there's a solution. There's a solution to all of this stuff. There's a solution to all of this madness. Hit the like button if you haven't already. The game is coming through heavy. Lord bless me. Coming through on a Sunday morning with this game, the gospel. Right? So we're going to dive into San Francisco's history, man. Black history. Don't sleep on San Francisco. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Black Bear, what's up, man? 401, what it do? I appreciate the feedback. One of the most slept on, one of the most hated brothers in this FBA space. Giving you the facts. One of the most hated, one of the most underrated, one of the most slept on brothers in these FBA spaces. But at the same time, I do my own thing because I got my own style, my own perspective, my own damn delivery. Please believe. As we slide through the door with this realness. But yeah, man, it's Sunday morning. I wanted to give you guys something that was informative for educational purposes. So tap on in. Let's get it. Let me see real quick, man. We're gonna get right into the conversation, man. Bless the like button when you slide through. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Soon as you slide through, bless the like button. It ain't nothing. Microphone check. Sliding on through with a whole lot of respect. Right? Now, a lot of blacks from the South went to San Francisco. Some of them went to Los Angeles. A lot of them went to Frisco because there was a lot of jobs in Frisco as well. So a lot of people from New Orleans, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, a lot of those blacks from the South went to San Francisco, California in general. You know, the state of Cali in general, man, a lot of blacks moved up there, and we're going to get to the history. We're going to break a lot of these things down. Shout out to this brother right here, man, for lacing us with some real game about San Francisco's black history, the Fillmore District, right? And if you ain't knowing about the Fillmore District, man, you're going to learn today. The Fillmore District of San Francisco. Shout out to you, Scoop. Shout out to my brother Scoop in the building. Yeah, King Supreme, one of the most underrated, one of the most hated, one of the most slept on brothers in these FBA spaces. Even though I do my own thing, but I'm still a foundational Black American at the end of the damn day. My approach is just different. That's the only thing. But yes, through the platform, a solid by blessing that like button when you slide through. Make sure that you like the show. All right, now let me fix something real quick. And as soon as I get this fixed, man, we're gonna dive right into the conversation. Do me a solid. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
So we made it all the way to Fillmore in San Francisco to talk with one of my good friends, Gonna Goes Global. He's gonna break down to you guys. Hold on, let's start over. San Francisco is ground zero for gentrification within the Bay Area. And when we mean ground zero, we mean ground zero right here. Gonna let them know what it's about, let them know where we're at, first and most, and then let them know what this neighborhood used to be.
Okay. From a historical standpoint, this is the Harlem of the West. This was a very affluent black neighborhood, known for jazz, known for blues, known for culture just in general. Around the 90s, mid-90s, unfortunately, San Francisco got sold out and became ground zero for gentrification. Fillmore was where they started gentrifying first. We've got Page Street, Hayes Valley. Right now, we on the 800. We got the Mac. We got, let me see, Virgos. We got Freedom West. We got OC, TP, KO, Turkwood, which is the CHOP, CDP, and West Side. Unfortunately, it went from 80, 90% occupancy of black folks to right now you may see 20%, if that, and that's considered high. So the way they did it is they said things like, we're going to give you guys, we're going to redo where you guys live. We're going to upgrade it. We're going to give you guys a better quality of life. But in all actuality, what happened is once they got tore down, many of the residents were not allowed to return. They also started implementing laws that were very predatory, saying things as if, well, implementing laws like, oh, if your son or your daughter did X, Y, and Z, you guys are going to be evicted, or you could take your housing voucher or low income and go somewhere else. So in Fillmore, this all used to be black. When I say all black, I mean Fillmore Street was nothing but black-owned businesses. We had barbers, we had hairdressers, we had restaurants, we had tax preparers. When you look at where we at right now, and this is the Banneker Homes. The Banneker Homes is named after Benjamin Banneker, who was a prominent black, a black inventor, black creator, and black person. Of course, if you know anything about Washington, D.C. or the White House back in the day, then you know what he did. Very intellectual guy. And Fillmore, you've got two parts. You got up the way and down the way. So what y'all really want to know is, what is gentrification? When you look over there, that's ground zero for gentrification. Once they implement the bikes, once they implement the cafes, once you start seeing white people jogging, white people and looking like they ready to work out, that mean they finna gentrify it. And what they sell you on is, oh no, we want to make the community better. They said the same thing in Harlem. When you go to Harlem, it ain't no black people. So we don't need gentrification. We need reverse gentrification. What reverse gentrification looks like is black people in historically black occupied locations, environments. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a tour around this thing. We're gonna show y'all, again, once upon a time, it was all black. We got San Quinn, we got Big Rich, we got Messy Marv, we got JT the Bigger Figure, we got Rappin' Forte, we got Andre Nicotina. These people all come from Fillmore. Some of your
And a lot of you people don't know the Fillmore district of San Francisco is similar to like maybe like a Crenshaw district, or matter of fact, like Central Avenue. I'll say like Central Avenue. You know, that's the Central Avenue, because Central Avenue in Los Angeles was big on jazz musicians. It was considered the West Coast Harlem. Same thing as Fillmore, San Francisco. The Fillmore district of Frisco was like the West Coast Harlem. A lot of blacks from the South moved up there, and there was jazz musicians, there was bars, there was clubs, there was a thriving black community in the Fillmore district, man. So get the likes up for the history.
favorite rappers, Messy Marv, all of them, they come from Fillmore. This thing got gentrified. You feel me? So let's go on a tour. They started gentrifying in the 90s, but it was 2010 when, man, we'd be out here anywhere from like 20, 30 deep. Again, Fillmore is not no place that has ever been welcoming to outsiders. You didn't see no outsiders. You know what I'm saying? We big on culture. We big on where we from. We big on representing this shit from the womb to the tomb. So, again, when they start displacing us, a lot of us is in the town right now. A lot of us is in Stockton, Sac, Vallejo, where else they, Vacaville, Fairfield, all this. That's why you see a lot of people from the city. It's spread out because we was the first place, we was the first city to get displaced. When they tore down our projects, when they tore down where we stay.
Right. And San Francisco got more projects than Oakland, man. That's what a lot of people don't know. There was projects all over San Francisco. OJ Simpson is from San Francisco. Potrero Hill, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, OJ from Frisco. There was projects all over San Francisco. They got way more projects than Oakland. A lot of y'all don't know that, because when you think about the Bay Area, the first city you think about is Oakland, but San Francisco is a bigger city. The thing is, San Francisco had a booming tech community. So with that being the case, San Francisco was one of the first cities in the Bay Area to get hit with gentrification. That's a fact. San Francisco got hit hard with gentrification because of the real estate there, the booming tech industry.
And reintroduce this new, where else they, Vacaville, Fairfield, all this. That's why you see a lot of people from the city. It's spread out because we was the first place, we was the first city to get displaced. When they tore down our projects, when they tore down where we stay and reintroduced this new stuff, the way they did it, the way they worded it was in a way, again, it was very disingenuous. Yeah. It was very predatory. It was very, sign this and you'll get, it was very like, oh yeah, sign this and y'all gonna be good. But in all actuality, you didn't know you was signing this paper saying I'm gonna take a small amount of money and then go somewhere else and not return.
Well, see, that's why education is very important, Mike. They got people, they came to Frisco and told people to sign this. The people didn't realize what they were signing. They didn't know what they was reading. They were being tricked out of their community and didn't realize it. So they signed their community away and didn't know it. That's why education is very important. But let's get back to it.
Cafes is ground zero for gentrification. Yoga, bikes, bike lanes, none of that is to really help the community, is to is to displace everybody.
Whole Foods, especially.
Oh man, Whole Foods. Oh yeah, we got a Trader Joe's. So we got a Trader Joe's 2 blocks down. If you walk right here between, let me see, on Laguna between Fulton and Grove, it's a Trader Joe's. For the last, 40, 50 years, the only place you can go to get food, they used to have Gold Lane, Food Land, or whatever. That was on Eddy. But then we got Safeway. That's on Webster, damn near by Gary. And then, of course, you could go to Haight, and I want to say Haight and Webster, and you could go to a health food store. But the majority of people used to go to Food Land or Gold Land. I mean, Food Land, Gold Land, Gold Land. I mean, Food Land or Safeway. My bad. You know, it's been a while. They ain't had that on Eddy since the 90s.
And how would you describe it out here? You know, growing up, how would you describe before the gentrification? What was the vibes? You know, how were the people? How was it? How was it out here, man?
Fillmore was hella black. It was beautiful. Pit bulls, cars, pimps, players, max, hard-working people, a lot of culture, things that we never saw like this. Never seen this type of dog in Fillmore in my life. Only seen pit bulls. Never seen no white folks. Like, that was just unheard of unless they was coming through. You feel me? And when they, look, I just told you, see? Jogging, all of that. That mean your neighborhood been gentrified. It's over with. So,
It's a lot of hills in Frisco, but Frisco is a beautiful city, man. San Francisco is very beautiful, man. It's right on the water, sit right on the Bay Area, right? But it gets cold in Frisco, though, man. You got to take a jacket, man. In the daytime, it might be like 75, man. Once nighttime hit, man, it dropped to the 50s. You got that Bay Area fog, but it's a beautiful city. San Francisco is prime real estate. You know, the property is worth a lot of money, so they wanted the property back. They said, we got to move these blacks out of here. The tech industry is, listen, man, the tech industry is booming in San Francisco. So like I said, San Francisco was one of the first places in Cali, the Bay Area, to get gentrified. Now they're moving to Oakland. Now they're moving across the bridge to Oakland with all this gentrification, but San Francisco got hit first with all of the damn projects, tearing all of the projects down, all the public housing, all the apartments, getting all of that stuff out of there to bring in the white people who come from different states and sometimes even different countries to work in the tech industry. That's a fact, family. This right here is Black history. Make sure that you bless that like button.
so being from the Mo, growing up, coming to the Mo, you know what I'm saying? We had Ham, we still got Ham, we got Ellie Hill, we got all the rec centers. Before Midnight League, it was just outside. We are festive people. So again, we was outside. You had the Icy Lady, you feel me? Or the Candy House, for sure. You got the Candy House.
So you guys had candy houses here too?
For sure. Candy House on this side of the Banneker's. You walk in, go to your left, for sure. You go to the Candy House. Well, really the Icy Lady. I'm going to say the Icy Lady. Most people got candy houses, but we had the Icy Lady for sure. You know, that was something extremely consistent. So it was vibrant. No matter where you went in Fillmore, you seen us outside. And what we was doing outside, we would congregate. We're very congregating people. That's why you see us. You see people around, they talk like us, they walk like us, they dress like us. A lot of things that they do and they emulate, it come from right here. We pioneers. This is a very pioneer-based place. A lot of what's going on nationwide, somebody from right here in Fillmore has something to do with. So again, what it looked like, it looked black. It looked rich. It looked wealthy. And what I mean by that is rich in culture. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to see this thing. This is unheard of.
Unheard of.
These are like dinosaurs. When I see this, this is like, look, this is crazy to me. This is crazy. It's crazy, bro. Shout out to Harlem because they say Harlem experienced the same thing.
Oh, it's going down in Harlem, New York. I got a stream coming up about Harlem, New York on how the blacks in Harlem, New York is being pushed out. Harlem, New York is getting hit. They hit Harlem, New York hard with gentrification because Harlem, New York is prime real estate. And we'll get into the history of Harlem, New York, maybe on Monday or Tuesday. But right now we're doing San Francisco, California, the Bay Area. Listen, black people, if we don't own this stuff, eventually you're going to get moved out. If your neighborhood is made up of public housing, the government can come in any moment and tear that down and build something else. So when you're living in public housing, is not your community. You just occupy the area, but it's not your community because our people don't own nothing. I want y'all to recognize that. So if you living in some projects and you calling that your hood, or you live in some apartments calling it your hood and it's public housing, they can come in any moment and get rid of that and put up some down condos and Starbucks, and now you can't afford to live in the community. So never get comfortable. The name of the game is this, y'all. Never get comfortable. You don't own that public housing. You don't own that public housing. The government does. So anytime that they decide that they want to do something with it, boom, your neighborhood is gone. So don't get attached to these communities. Stack your money and try to own something. You know, we got to stop getting attached to these communities that we don't own. That's the advice that I have for my people.
On a deeper level, how do you feel when you see those kinds of things coming through your neighborhood?
Psychologically, it's psychological warfare. Again, you got a lot of people that lost their life behind this, a lot of people doing time behind this, a lot of people that invested a lot into this neighborhood that, you know, work 9 to 5 and stuff like that. So for us to be able to return or visit where we're from and not see no familiar faces is definitely hurtful. And it's not that other people can't live here, it's that the way it was done was to white out blackness. San Francisco at its peak was between 13 and 15% black. Right now, the estimates is between 3 and 5%. We are a huge part in building this city up, building this identity, and making it a desirable place to visit when it comes to the culture aspect. I ain't talking about the tourism. I'm talking about the actual culture. So when you come to San Francisco, you got the feel mode.
Oh yeah, watch, man. For those of you who don't know, Menace to Society, the projects in Menace to Society, the Jordan Downs is no more. Those they built apartments over there now. Now you still got the Hacienda Village. I don't know if the Haciendas are still up, but the Nickerson Gardens, the Bounty Hunter Blood still got their projects, and the Imperial Court, PJ Crip, they still got their projects and watch. But the Jordan Downs is no more. So that should tell people in Nickerson Gardens and the Imperial Courts that you're next. They got rid of Jordan Downs. Your projects is next. Don't get comfortable. Never get comfortable in public housing. Our people got way too comfortable in these government buildings where people receive government assistance. Never get attached to something that the government lets you occupy. It's not yours. You just occupy space in the community, but it's not your neighborhood because you don't own it. So never get comfortable there. Black people should have understood a long time ago. We got to get our money together. We got to build our own communities. We don't own this. The government can come in anytime and tear this whole place down. Then where you gonna go? Now you ain't got a hood no more.
You got the Sunnydales, Geneva Towers, you got Lakeview, you got Alamany, you got Bayview, Hunters Point, you know the whole point. You got Potrero Hill, you got Army Street, you got Valencia Gardens, you got the Mission, you got the Excelsior, all of these things. And if I left you out, it's an apology, you feel me, on my behalf. But all of these things make up the essence of what San Francisco is. That's what makes us special. It's that culture. You get what I'm saying?
You know, it's always been a trip to me, bro, is, you know, especially in neighborhoods like this, you'll see
Again, hold on, to your right, man. This is crazy. I never seen this. If y'all pay attention, we ain't seen one black family, bro. Not one. Yeah. We ain't seen one black family. This is a historical black neighborhood.
Black people can't afford to live over there, right? So we could say the neighborhood has a lot of black history, but a lot of these areas and Fillmore was made up of public housing. And like I said, they can move you out anytime you feel like it. Now, once they start building condos and cafes and putting Starbucks up there, and you got all these tech companies down the street, you can't afford to live there no more. You can't even afford to live there anymore. So let that be a lesson to blacks all across the country. Never get comfortable in areas where our people don't own the property. We don't own the businesses. Let this be a learning lesson.
We ain't seen one black family. I'm sticking out right now. You feel me?
You're sticking out in your
Iowa. Yeah,
you're sticking out in your own neighborhood.
Come on, bro. You would think we was in Delaware or Iowa or some shit like that. And it's wrong the way these techies came. Not only did they buy it, but it's wrong for the people who sold the city. It's wrong for the people who sold these neighborhoods. And like I said, this shit started in the 90s, man. This shit shady.
So bouncing off of that, bro, Do you feel and think that gentrification in San Francisco stems from racism?
Of course, it's systematic racism. San Francisco is on verge of being the first city to successfully remove black people legally. You understand what I'm saying? They did it in a very passive aggressive way. They did it with a smile on their faces. And this is why I'm bipartisan. I'm for whatever is right. I don't care if it's a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, a Green Party. Whatever is right is what I'm with. Because for years, for decades, people have said, oh, they for the people, they for the people. And I'm not talking about the administration that's there right now. I'm talking about dating back to the 90s. Come to the city, come to San Francisco, it's liberal, they like black people. They like black people, then why they getting rid of all the black people? You understand what I'm saying? Racism,
No, they love money more than black people, right? They'll never put they'll never put black people before their money. Why would they keep black people there when the blacks lived in public housing? We could easily move in these tech companies. We can build these condos. Now we got rich white people that's going to pay more money to live here. In with the rich white people, out with the old school black folks. That's how it goes. In with the rich white people, get rid of the black folks. These rich white people who are coming from all across the world to live in San Francisco, they're going to pay $3,000, $4,000 a month to live there. So with that being the case, your black ass is out of there. They don't need you no more. At the end of the day, everything is about money. Why would they keep public housing when they can move in these rich white people that's going to pay $4,000 a month? That's going to boost the economy. That's going to bring more money to the city. At the end of the day, they don't give a damn about poor people. I know they don't care about black people, but it's bigger than that. They don't give a damn about poor people. It's all about money at the end of the damn day. So if they can move in these rich white people that got all these tech jobs that's willing to pay $4,000 a month for rent, you think they're going to keep these low-income projects, these black people who barely got jobs? Hell no. So at the end of the day, it's all about business. Money talks and BS walks. That's exactly how they look at it. We're going to bring in all these rich white folks that's going to pay $4,000 a month and move these blacks the hell on up out of here. That's exactly what happened in San Francisco.
Understatement. So in San Francisco, they don't serve you racism with a hard ER. Yeah. They serve you racism with a smile on their faces. And this is why I'm bipartisan. I'm for whatever is right. I don't care if it's a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, a Green Party. Whatever is right is what I'm with. Because for years, for decades, people have said, oh, they for the people, they for the people. And I'm not talking about the administration that's there right now. I'm talking about dating back to the 90s. Come to the city, come to San Francisco, it's liberal, they like black people. They like black people, then why they getting rid of all the black people? You understand what I'm saying? Racism, that's a understatement. So in San Francisco, they don't serve you racism with a hard ER. Yeah. They serve you racism with a, hey, what's up, bro? Bro out here that's a code word. When they're calling you bro, it's really a nice way of them saying the N word with the ER. It's disingenuous. Once upon a time, we had a white population of hippies. They was going crazy. They was waking it up. You feel me? They was vibing with us. They was the ones that was really genuinely happy to see us here and building with us. But what they did is they had all of these outsiders come from I don't know where. They brought their racism with them, bro, and they infiltrated every space in the city, from cannabis to politics to businesses, everything.
Black people in San Francisco are getting replaced by rich white people and immigrants. Immigrants and rich white people have replaced black folks in San Francisco. I promise you.
Thing that you can think of, education, they bring their racism, they amped it up. This is one of the most racist cities to be in, hands down.
You know, I feel that. I feel you on that, bro, because I like how you said it. It's like people in San Francisco will never say like the N word with the ER, right? But it's done in a very passive aggressive way. We care about you, but we don't want to live around you. We like you, but We don't want to live around you.
We like the aesthetics
We
of
like
you.
the aesthetics of you. We like the idea of you.
Idea of you. We like your food. We like your culture, but we don't like you. And that's what they do out here. Same
Well,
when they went.
it's like that everywhere. People like our music and our culture, but they don't like us. They want to steal it for financial gain. Do they like you as a person? No, they just want to steal your culture for financial gain. That's going on all across the country, not just in Cali.
To the mission. So mission.
If you're really rocking with the platform, get the likes up. Don't sleep on the content. Some of the realest content you gonna get. Get them likes up for your boy.
Is the last place to get gentrified. The mission is holding on, though, I ain't gonna lie, because it's a lot of home ownership. But the way they doing it, you feel me? I see you, man. The way they doing it, the mission is fighting back. Over here, people say, well, oh, buy back the block or buy your block. How do you buy public housing, bro? You tell me that. How do you buy public housing? You don't. And what they did, again, it used to be,
Well, he's saying black people should have bought their community. What he's saying is, how do you buy public housing? Basically, in Fillmore, a lot of the areas that blacks lived in was public housing. So it was a setup, and it was a setup right from the start. We're going to let blacks live here. The moment that we don't need them no more, we're going to get rid of them and bring in rich white people who got these tech jobs who going to pay $3,000 a month, $3,500, $3,000 a month. We're going to move the blacks out and move the rich white people that's financially stable in. So it was a setup from the beginning. Let's get all these blacks, move them in one area, public housing, and eventually we'll get rid of them. We're going to pull the rug right underneath their feet. We're going to pull the rug from underneath their feet, and they ain't even going to know it. They ain't even going to see it coming. Voila, there you go. Out with the blacks, in with the rich white folks. That's exactly how it happened.
There's never no waiting list to get in the Banneker's. Now they got waiting lists in the games that they play for people to get up in here.
Let's walk and talk.
All right, for sure. You walk on my left side.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So the games that they play, once upon a time, it's all black. It definitely wasn't no waiting list to get up in this thing, man. You come over here.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come back to my boy, man, but I want you guys to check this out right here. Check this out right here.
The celebration spread across the Bay Area. Over in San Francisco, the neighborhood had a Black History Month. NBC Bay Area's Chrissy Smith was there.
The parade kicked off in style, marking Black History Month in San Francisco.
Oh, look at that!
Now, this is San Francisco. This is Black History Month because blacks in San Francisco have been pushed out. The black population in San Francisco is only 3%. It's only 3% now. So they did a big job. They did a terrible job. They did a number on the black population in San Francisco. Man, listen here.
The celebration spread across the Bay Area. Over in San Francisco, the Bayview neighborhood had a Black History Month parade. NBC Bay Area's Chrissy Smith was there.
The parade kicked off in style, marking Black History Month in San Francisco.
Oh, look at that! That's beautiful.
Classic cars and performers making their way down 3rd Street.
Since 2018, they've been doing this parade as an opportunity for us to really come together and celebrate our history.
Mayor London Breed joined the celebration and talked with us about growth in the city's Bayview neighborhood.
We got like another 18 new businesses that have opened in the past 2 years. So the Dreamkeeper Initiative has really not only invested in this parade and other activities, but businesses, down payment assistance.
Established in 2021, the program reinvests millions of dollars annually in black communities across the city. From the parade, people headed to the Southeast Community Center.
You guys, here's another piece I did in dedication to Black History Month.
Regina Johnson brought her grandkids.
Yeah, we having a good time. And the kids are too.
There was food, music, vendors, horse rides, performers, and more. Today's events honored black trailblazers in the neighborhood and was held with the help of community-based organizations. A day to celebrate black history and come together.
We make sure that our community has opportunities to celebrate who we are, how we look, how we wear our hair, how we sing our songs, how we invent and innovate. All of that is important, and it's important not only for us as black people to experience it, but it's important for people who are not black to also experience it.
Christy Smith, NBC Bay Area News.
Historically, African Americans migrated to the San Francisco Bay Area, but particularly Bayview, Hunters Point, to work as part of the shipyarding culture and tradition. That is really how the Black community got its root in this incredible city.
A lot of people migrated from all over the country to work at the Hunters Point shipyard and also along the waterfront as longshoremen.
My family came to San Francisco led by my great-grandmother who came in 1941. She came, like most of the African Americans coming out of the South, to the Bay Area to work in the shipyards during the Second World War. Over the years, we watched as people prospered, homeowners and homeownership was just thriving for the African American community, where Bayview became one of the center points for African American homeownership.
With the shipyard closing, a lot of jobs left, and with a lot of our maritime shipping leaving and going to Oakland and Los Angeles and other places throughout.
Hurry the fuck up. Damn. Hurry up. This slow ass shit, man. That shit fucking with my numbers. Yeah, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on real quick. This is some nonsense that I'm fixing. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on, y'all.
It used to be, it was never no waiting list to get in the Banneker's. Now they got waiting lists, and the games that they play for people to get up in here.
Let's walk and talk.
All right, for sure. You walk on my left side.
Okay. Yep.
So the games that they play, once upon a time, this all black. It definitely wasn't no waiting list to get up in this thing, man. You come over here because again, they didn't update none of the amenities. They didn't have things open. These gates and shit, none of this stuff work. Now they got everything top of the line. You get what I'm saying? So right now, where we finna walk, this is a street in Fillmore called Webster. You walk from Haight and Webster all the way to Gary. Same with Fillmore. These are the two main streets, and then of course you got to visit Dairy. On the way. In modern times, some people may say uptown or downtown. This is the lower half of Fillmore. Fillmore is divided by Fillmore Street. So when you get to Fillmore Street on this side, it's the lower half, down the way. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the other side, it's up the way, or the upper half. You know what I'm saying? And once upon a time, yeah, we was all together. I know in the media right now, they make it seem like we super divided, but it really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We're gonna make a right on the Fulton. If you look to the left, you got Friendship. So that's a part of the Mac block. Famously known African American Arts and Culture Center. What's up with you, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good. How you doing?
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for following me.
Oh yeah, all time, man. It's my dog. I seen you on there. You be on there talking that shit. So right. Dancing, copper wet at one point in time. So this has always been a safe haven, safe space for maybe about 6 decades, if not more. You know what I mean? Right here, this space has been converted since COVID hit. After that, they converted it really.
My bad, man. We had a glitch, man. And that always messes up the momentum of the show. So my bad, man. But we back, man. We had a little glitch, man. And that's the devil trying to get in the way of this game, trying to stop progress. But we back.
I'm bipartisan. I'm for whatever is right. I don't care if it's a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, a Green Party. Whatever is right is what I'm with. Because for years, for decades, people have said, "Oh, they for the people, they for the people." And I'm not talking about the administration that's there right now. I'm talking about dating back to the 90s. Come to the city, come to San Francisco. It's liberal. They like black people. They like black people. Then why they getting rid of all the black people? You understand what I'm saying? Racism, that's a understatement. So in San Francisco, they don't serve you racism with a hard ER. Yeah. They serve you racism with a, "Hey, what's up, bro?" Bro out here yeah, that's a code word. When they're calling you bro, it's really a nice way of them saying the N word with the ER. It's disingenuous. Once upon a time, we had a white population of hippies. They was going crazy. They was waking it up. You feel me? They was vibing with us. They was the ones that was really genuinely happy to see us here and building with us. But what they did is they had all of these outsiders come from I don't know where. They brought their racism with them, bro, and they infiltrated every space in the city, from cannabis to politics to businesses, everything that you can think of, education. They bring their racism, they amped it up. This is one of the most racist cities to be in, hands down.
You know, I feel that. I feel you on that, bro, because I like how you said it. It's like people in San Francisco will never say like the N word with the ER, right? But it's done in a very passive aggressive way. We care about you, but we don't want to live around you. We like you, but we don't want to live around you.
We like the aesthetics of
We
you.
like the aesthetics of you. We like the idea of you.
Idea of you. We like your food. We like your culture, but we don't like you. And that's what they do out here. Same when they went to the Mission. So Mission is the last place to get gentrified. The Mission is holding on, though, I ain't gonna lie, because it's a lot of home ownership. But the way they doing it, you feel me? I see you, man. The way they doing it, the Mission is fighting back. Over here, people say, well, oh, buy back the block or buy your block. How do
Let's
you
be real. Nobody wants to live next to ghetto black people, man. I got to be real. Black people with money don't want to live around that. So why would rich people who are not black wants to live around? Why would they want to live around low-income black people? Right? That ain't got nothing to do with like or dislike. It's common sense. If I got money and I live in a whole, I'm upper middle class or I'm rich, why would I want to live around low-income black people? It don't make sense. As a black person who's middle class or upper middle class, you don't want to live around blacks who live in poverty because that's going to cause a whole lot of problems. Let's just be honest. Please, let's be honest. So you can't get mad at other groups of people for not wanting to live around black people, especially low-income black people. Let's just be real about that. When black people get money, when black people get successful, they don't want to live around low-income blacks either. It's just the reality. Now, you can say white supremacy is the reason that blacks are living in poverty, or do we say, nah, man, at some point you got to do better to put yourself in a better position. Complaining about the system ain't going to put us in a better position. Each one teach one. You got to elevate your game at some point. You got to you got to get out of that project ghetto mindset. Get rid of that way of thinking so you can elevate in society so that you can feed your family. No one wants to live around ghetto low-income people. No one.
buy public housing, bro? You tell me that. How do you buy public housing? You don't. And what they did again, it used to be, it was never no waiting list to get in the benefit.
Right. White people with money don't want to live around poor white people. So at some point, yes, racism does exist. I'll never deny that. But at some point, it becomes about class. If I'm a rich white person, I don't want to live around poor white people. Most definitely, I don't want to live around poor ghetto black people. If I'm a white person with money, there's no way. If I'm a black person with money, I don't want to live around ghetto black people that's low income because I understand the problems that come with that. So at some point, we have to be honest. Nobody wants to live around low income, poor people, especially when you got resources and money.
Now they got waiting lists and the games that they play for people to get up in here.
Let's walk and talk.
All right, for sure. You walk on my left side.
Okay. Yep.
So the games that they.
All right, so listen, man, we gonna come back to that.
Historically, African American to the San Francisco Bay Area, but particularly Bayview, Hunters Point, to work as part of the shipyarding culture and tradition. That is really how the Black community got its root in this incredible city.
A lot of people migrated from all over the country to work at the Hunters Point shipyard and also along the waterfront as longshoremen.
My family came to San Francisco led by my great-grandmother who came in 1941. She came, like most of the African Americans coming out of the South, to the Bay Area to work in the shipyards during the Second World War. Over the years, we watched as people prospered, homeowners and homeownership was just thriving for the African American community, where Bayview became one of the center points for African American homeownership.
With the shipyard closing, a lot of jobs left, and with a lot of our maritime shipping leaving and going to Oakland and Los Angeles and other places throughout the state, African Americans have moved out of San Francisco, which is, I think the population is 4% or less of African Americans, where 20 years ago it may have been 20%. And so here at the Port of San Francisco, we have tried to create many opportunities for African Americans to participate in contracting, in development, in jobs.
My name is Keba Conte. I'm the founder of Red Bay Coffee Company. So we just recently opened up our San Francisco flagship coffee shop at the Ferry Building. I've got a long and deep history here, so it's also like a full circle for me to have opened a new cafe right here at the port. It's also just like being welcomed back home again.
The port is the first place that I was able to bid and win a public contract as a small business owner. And so when we think about the business of the port and the maritime, right, that history is really continuing to extend itself in the way that they continue to engage with Black businesses, Black people, and even other diverse communities that are situated along the waterfront and as we move inward.
We're looking now at the port of rejuvenating the community, bringing back some kind of economic stimulus so that the people can go back to the lives that they were so well adapted to, and building homes and creating families and having churches that were filled.
I just toured Crane Cove Park and it is absolutely amazing. This is going to be a wonderful addition to the southeast sector of San Francisco.
I think it's amazing after having several conversations with folks who live in the community and who've been excited and waiting for this park actually to be realized for years. Walking around, seeing the connection to history, the opportunity for folks to actually utilize the water now here is going to be an amazing opportunity for all the families, all of the community, and I just can't wait for the diversity of opportunity that we're going to see here.
I'm Damian McLeod, and I am the owner of and founder of Spin Out Fitness. The port of 2025 because it's fantastic, so I'm really excited about that.
Mission Rock is a culmination of about 13 years of city planning and community input to transform a surface parking lot just south of Oracle Park into a brand new neighborhood. It will transform that area into really excited and proud.
So now you understand.
Stein or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. or my colleagues.
This guy moved here as a surfer, and my neighbor on the other side of me moved here as a surfer.
Okay, so you live by the surfers.
Oh yeah, and the one next to him is a surfer.
Do you surf?
No. Ooh, that water is dangerous.
Dorothy Lathan has been living in this home right along Ocean Beach since 1960. She knows the surfers and a lot of other people. I guess that happens at age 90. You meet people like Senator Dianne Feinstein or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. or even my colleagues. They met contributed to this city in so many ways, but you'd likely have no idea unless you sat down for a chat. So let's cue some jazz.
See, I don't want to get hit with no copyright with that music.
Forest City, Arkansas was named for Nathan Bedford Forrest, who was the first Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. And my city reflected everything that he would have wanted. It was very, very racist, very...
Hey, man, shout out to my Hunters Point people, man, because I've been putting my people up on game about the Black history of San Francisco and how a lot of our people, they didn't just come to LA, they went to San Francisco, they went to Oakland. So the Fillmore District, Hunters Point, there's a lot of Black history there, man.
Rigidly segregated.
It was so bad that Lathan's birth was never documented. Her family was too poor for a camera, so no pictures. She didn't get a birth certificate until her 20s.
This is the earliest photo you have of yourself right here?
That's the earliest.
Lathan's family left Arkansas in hopes of a better life in St. Louis. Despite little money and opportunities, she went on to college at Lincoln University.
And when you got there,
I met Arthur Lathan. And he was a big man on campus. He's very highly respected, very highly regarded by everybody.
Dorothy and Arthur Lathan were married from 1953 until his passing last year. The military moved them to San Francisco in 1954. While he fought overseas in the Korean War, Dorothy began building a life in the city. There's a lot that stayed the same.
Here they have pastel-colored houses, beige and blue and yellow. I just thought they were so beautiful. Then you get on the streetcar and go to the zoo.
Some things we expect to change.
My rent was $39 a month because my husband was in service. And when he got out of service,
She said her rent was $39 a month. Imagine that. Let's get it.
the rent went up to $69 a month.
But other elements of the city, sadly, have nearly vanished.
You can go all day long and not see a black person in the bank, in the grocery store, on the streets. There's hardly any black presence in this city. But then there was. We had the Fillmore, we had Hunters Point, we had Ingleside.
Lathan and the history books agree that redevelopment, or urban renewal as some call it, led to the rapid decline of black and low-income people living in San Francisco. The American Housing Act of 1949, signed by President Truman, cleared the way for the demolition and rebuilding of urban neighborhoods the government considered slums. The Western Addition was ground zero for this on the West Coast, resulting in roughly 20,000 people displaced from the Fillmore district.
Then right behind that, they started closing up the housing projects. And then San Francisco became so expensive and valuable, they started offering people huge amounts of money to sell their property.
According to Bay Area census data, black people made up about 10% of San Francisco's population in 1960, 13% in 1970, it's 5% today. The Lathans dedicated themselves to keeping a black imprint on San Francisco. Among many roles, Arthur was the president of the city's NAACP chapter.
I was very politically active. Even the teachers were segregated in terms of where you got your assignments. We were assigned to Hunters Point.
In 1963, Dorothy Lathan fought SFUSD and became the first black teacher at Columbus Elementary School. After 32 years, she retired as a principal in the district.
Out of all the things I've done, what gave me the greatest joy and the greatest pleasure, it was being in the classroom. I loved working with those kids.
Then Mayor Dianne Feinstein appointed Lathan to the first rent control board and brought her along to Abidjan in West Africa when it became a sister city to San Francisco. Lathan was the first female president of Youth for Service, a city organization to help teens in need. But one of her most impactful contributions can be spotted right downtown.
We were just thinking that Africans are everywhere. And not only that, everybody came from Africa. That was a seat of humanity, of life, and that we should have a museum that reflects that.
In 2000, Lathan, along with a team that included Mayor Willie Brown, began developing San Francisco's Museum of the African Diaspora, or MOAD. It opened in 2005.
It was intended to be a black presence, to make sure there was a black component attached to the redevelopment of the city after you've had urban renewal that displaced so many blacks. Can't you at least have one thing that gives some permanence? And we're just so happy to have you.
Well, thank
so
you, Dorothy.
Happy.
And without your vision, however, we wouldn't even be standing in this building.
Kitsong King has been working with MOAD almost since its inception. She is a born and raised San Franciscan.
I was very excited because we don't have anything like this in San Francisco and never have. And then in 2015.
Shout out to 92 Cash App, man. Let me see who else blessed the show. 92 Dolo blessed the show. Let's see if we got some more people who actually appreciate what we're doing over here. Texas to Cali, salute.
We changed our focus to being a contemporary
My thing is black
museum.
people, like, complaining about gentrification does nothing because they don't give a damn about you complaining. At the end of the day, money is king. Money is king, and that's the only thing that they care about, man. You know, if you don't own these apartments, if you don't own these communities, you're going to get pushed out eventually. That's how it goes. Money is king at the end of the day. They don't give a damn about poor black people who live in these communities, black people who depend on public housing. They don't care about that. At the end of the day, they want to move in rich people who can afford to pay high rent, because at the end of the day, it's all about money and cash is king. That's the unfortunate reality. So complaining about gentrification changes nothing. At some point, black people, we got to get our stuff together and build our own communities to where can't nobody just move us out. We got to own these places. We got to own our communities. If you live in public housing, it is not your community. It is not your hood. You're just occupying space there.
which really then set us really on the path to where we are now and where we intend to go.
Lathan was blown away as she looked upon
All right, let's get back to what I was talking about. You know, hit the like button to support the show. You know.
When you hear the Fillmore, what do you think of? Music, food, culture? Well, I've lived in this neighborhood for 5 years, and I know that it's named after the 13th U.S. president, Millard. I also know that it's been a live music destination for more than a century, that it's been the heart of black culture here in San Francisco for quite some time. But things are changing. There's Michelin-starred restaurants and boutiques. The Church of St. John Coltrane closed down. But I know that every night of the week I can catch live jazz at the Sheba Lounge. And that makes me feel connected to a rich part of the Fillmore's history. Let's go back in time and look at the heyday of jazz in the Fillmore with Lubna Takruri.
These streets in the Fillmore district tell tales of reinvention. The Fillmore rose in the aftermath of
Fillmore, California, man. A lot of black history there, man. A lot of our people from New Orleans, Mississippi, Texas, and Alabama moved to Fillmore, San Francisco. So there's a lot of rich black history there. So we got attached to these communities that we didn't own, man. And eventually we got pushed out. We don't own it. So what could you really do?
the 1906 earthquake as a Western addition to the devastated downtown. Jewish merchants mixed with Asian immigrants.
Hit the like button if you haven't already. I don't like this music in the background because
In a lively new city center.
There for the Scully drug. And we were right there on the corner across from the Fillmore Auditorium or the Primalau Ballroom. That was ground zero for me. I knew all about this. That's all I knew. It was very vibrant. The people would dress up to come out. They would be like dressed to the nine. The women would be wearing these wonderful hats and gloves and stuff.
Allowed to sleep at hotels there. So
all the way from New York City to Chicago, all around.
And Bob said they would hang out there and have something to eat.
They had to go, and I was wondering, where did they go?
during World War II, Japanese populations across the West Coast were forced out of their homes into internment camps, meaning the Fillmore, with more than 200 Japanese-owned businesses, rapidly changed in character.
Yeah, Japanese there. A lot of people don't know there was Japanese people there in Fillmore first. They got rid of the Japanese, and then when the Japanese left, that's when a lot of black people came in. So yeah, man. So the Japanese got pushed up out of there as well, you know, before we did. So once we moved in and we occupied the space, they say, okay, man, it's time to get rid of these black people. Let's bring in some rich people who can afford to pay $3,500 a month and get rid of these black people, get rid of public housing. So that's exactly how it happens. You got to be prepared for this. Nothing is forever. Nothing is permanent. Same thing with TPS. We told the Haitians, don't get comfortable. It's temporary. Okay, when you live in public housing, it's not permanent. It's temporary. You got to look at it just like that, black people. So if we're going to tell these Haitians and these immigrants, TPS, public housing is temporary. Never get comfortable. Eventually, they're going to move your black ass up out of there and move in rich people to bring more money to the community, to bring more money to the city, to bring more money to the state. That is the goal. Public housing is similar to TPS. It is temporarily. Eventually, they're going to get rid of it and move you out.
Neighborhood's African-American population increased from just over 2,000 to nearly 15,000 people between 1940 and 1940. The neighborhood's African-American population increased from just over 2,000 to nearly 15,000 people between 1940 and 1950. and Harlem of the West flourished.
Fillmore Street, San Francisco, facing south to Post Street, Fillmore Auditorium visible. Right. Keep in mind, this was a thriving black community at one point in time. But guess what, man? When you don't own the properties, the business, hey, man, eventually you're going to get pushed out. So public housing is similar to TPS, man. It's not permanent. Hopefully my people understand that. Never get comfortable in these projects. Never get comfortable in these low-income buildings because you don't own it. Eventually, they're going to move you out, man.
To California.
Decades walking these.
And the walls were empty.
All right, they playing too much jazz on this, man. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to this.
Japanese seat about 1,200 people. We had less than 100 members.
A piece of furniture.
You see an increase in the number of black churches in San Francisco for the first time.
The main organization in the black community, of course, is the church. Anybody that they internalized most things. They knew, had been given short notice what they knew, but nobody told us. It's just one day they were there, and the next day they were gone.
So they got rid of the Japanese people. Japanese lived in these areas first. They got rid of them and then moved the black people in. A lot of people don't know that. So we never owned these communities to begin with. We occupied spaces in these communities, but we never owned the damn community. And that was the damn problem right there.
As the Japanese move out, African Americans move in immediately to the Japanese community.
See, somebody's loss is always somebody's gain. Now they're getting rid of the blacks and bringing in rich white people and immigrants. That's how it goes. The Japanese felt like they got replaced by black people. Now black people are being replaced by rich white people and immigrants. That's exactly how it goes. When you don't own these communities, it's not yours. You're just occupying space. Hopefully my people understand that, man. I've been saying it over and over.
Don't take my baby away.
I arrived here October the 16th, 1942. And the train was loaded with people with paper bags and cardboard.
Paper bags and all that there, huh?
Boxes and one-way tickets.
Now I got to stop it and pause it because I don't want to get hit with a copyright for this jazz music.
California. They were the people who were coming out to man the war industry.
They're coming from Louisiana in large numbers. They're coming from...
Yeah, man. Black people came from the South and poured into San Francisco, Fillmore District, Hunters Point. Same thing with Los Angeles. They came to work on the railroads. They came to work at a lot of these warehouses, a lot of these car factories, right? It was a booming industry. So there was a lot of jobs for black people. So Fillmore was once a thriving community, a black community, but we never owned the properties there. We never owned the buildings. We never owned the businesses. So in reality, we was just occupying space. It was never our community in the first place.
In the state of Texas, they're coming from Arkansas and Oklahoma and Mississippi.
My aunt came to San Francisco in 1943, and she went to work immediately.
See, she said her aunt came from, moved to San Francisco, came from the South. When you don't own anything, you have no power. Shout out to Scoop for putting that in the comments. Black folks was just occupying space. We never owned these communities, man. So you can't get attached to something that you don't own. Let this be a learning lesson moving forward.
In the defense plants. She came in June. Her husband came in
gifts and
a church which had been vacated by the Japanese community.
30,000.
So we can keep saying, oh man, blacks did this. There's too much jazz in there, man. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go back over here. We can keep saying all these were black communities, man. We never owned nothing there, bro.
You tell me that. How do you buy public? You don't. Did again. It used to be. It was never no waiting list to get anchors. Now the mission is holding on. Though I ain't gonna lie, because it's a lot of home ownership. But the way they doing it, you feel me? I see you, man. The way they doing it, the mission is fighting back. Over here, people say, well, oh, buy back the block or buy your block. How do you buy public housing, bro? You tell me that. How do you buy public housing? You don't. And what they did, again, it used to be, it was never no waiting list to get in the Banneker's. Now they got waiting lists, and the games that they play for people to get up in here.
Let's walk and talk.
All right, for sure. You walk on my left.
A lot of people don't know, man. There's a lot of rich black history, man. A lot of black people from San Francisco came from New Orleans and Mississippi. This is why the blues and jazz was so popular in San Francisco. A gang of New Orleans people migrated to San Francisco back in the 50s, back in the 40s. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of San Francisco's history, you know, there's a lot of black history in San Francisco that comes from New Orleans and Mississippi, because that's where people came from. But like I said, when you don't own the property, when you don't own the buildings, when you don't own the businesses, eventually you're going to get pushed out. That's exactly how it happens. That's how the story unfolds, unfortunately. Black people, listen, these were never our communities. We was just occupying space. Please understand that.
Okay. Yep. So the games that they play, once upon a time, this all black. It definitely, it wasn't no.
No, they don't. Harlem, New York is being gentrified. They kicked all the black people out of Harlem. Harlem has been super gentrified, bro. Black people, listen, homie, black people that lived in Harlem 30, 40 years ago don't even recognize the Harlem, New York that they see today. The same thing is going on all across the country, family. Please believe me. It's bigger than Cali.
It wasn't no waiting list to get up in this thing, man. You come over here because, again, they didn't update none of the amenities. They didn't have things open. These gates and shit, none of this stuff worked. Now they got everything top of the line. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So right now, where we finna walk, this is a famous street in Fillmore called Webster. You walk from Haight and Webster all the way to Gary. Same with Fillmore. These are the two main streets. And then, of course, you got Divisadero.
So is this considered lower Fillmore or upper Fillmore?
So we got up the way and down the way. In modern times, some people may say uptown or downtown. This is the lower half of Fillmore. Fillmore is divided by Fillmore Street. So when you get to Fillmore Street on this side, it's the lower half, down the way. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the other side, it's up the way.
There's many areas in New York City that's being gentrified. Please wake the hell up. Don't be crazy. Harlem is not the only place in New York that's being gentrified. Gentrification is happening all across the nation. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you need to catch up because you're moving too damn slow.
Or the upper half, you know what I'm saying? And once upon a time, yeah, we was all together. I know in the media right now, they make it seem like we super divided, but it really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I mean, we're going to make a right on the Fulton. If you look to the left, you got Friendship. So that's a part of the Mac block. And across the street from there, you got Prince Hall. You make a right here, though. This is all this is the Banneker homes. This is all 800 territory, you feel me? Across the street, you've got the famously known.
You keep talking about your parents. I don't give a damn about your parents. That's no disrespect to your parents. I'm talking about as a whole. A lot of areas in New York are being gentrified. You keep personalizing something that I'm speaking about in general. I'm speaking about black people collectively. I'm not talking about your family. I'm talking about what affects black folks collectively. Harlem, New York is being gentrified, and many other areas in New York is being gentrified just like they're doing in California. Straight up and down.
African American Arts and Culture Center. What's up with you, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good. How you doing?
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for following me.
Oh, yeah, on top, man. It's my dog. I seen you on there. You be on there talking that shit. So right here, they just painted the African American Arts and Culture Center We called it the culture center growing up. We used to have parties on the 3rd floor. My grandmother, my mom, all of them used to dance in there. They offered theater, dancing, capoeira at one point in time. So this has always been a safe haven, safe space for maybe
Now,
about.
that's good that your parents own their home. I'm not knocking that. Salute to them for owning their home. But it does nothing like, let's say you own your home, but most of the community is being gentrified. You're going to represent a small percentage of black folks who can afford to live there, because the overwhelming majority of black folks in Queens don't own their homes. Salute to your family for being homeowners, but what's going to happen when you're the only black family in that area that own homes? There's no job opportunities for you. There's no opportunities, period, because most people who live in that community don't even look like you, because most black people, unfortunately, don't own their homes in that area. Salute to your family for being a small percentage of black people who actually do own their homes. But no, you're not going to have a black community as a whole no more, because unfortunately, most black people don't own their homes. Most black people as a whole don't own the property, don't own the businesses in that community. So what's going to happen to you eventually? You're going to get pushed out. You're going to be forced to sell that home eventually, especially if you want your children to grow up in the community with people who looks like them. So let's say there's only 3 black people who own homes in that community. Now the community is full of people who don't live like you, who don't look like you. Eventually, you're going to sell that property. That's exactly what happens. So you got a few black people that's trying to hold on, a few black people that say they own properties and they're trying to hold on, but eventually they're going to push the small percentage of black people who are still there. Eventually they're going to push them out as well. Look, man, we're going to give you this much money for this house. We want to build a shopping center. Go ahead and take 1 million. Take 1.5 million and get on up out of here, man. We want to build a whole shopping center in this area. What you think black people going to do? You know what they're going to say? Well, there's no black people who look like me anyway. My children are going to grow up in the community with kids who don't look like them. I'm going to take this 1.5 million and go on. I'm going to take this 1.5 million and go on about my business. That's exactly how it happens.
6 decades, if not more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right here, this space has been converted since COVID hit. After that, they converted it really to a community space. It used to just be where people park.
About my
deal.
business.
That's all good. Over there, down there you got A Mill. So we finna walk into the infamous Banneker homes.
Thank you.
It's all good. Before we go to Hayes Valley, so y'all walking through here right now. This all black. So my family grew up at. You know what I'm saying?
How many black families live here right now?
Maybe 10. So it went from 100% to maybe 10 now. I can count. No, I'm talking about maybe 10 families out of
families.
All these units. So everything used to be all black. Everything. And I'm saying maybe 10. I know. Let me see. I know maybe 5 families, so I'm gonna say 10 for, you know what I mean, purpose of I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. So I'm gonna say 10 black families stay up in this thing. But again, this is all 100% black.
Wow, bro.
100%. Not 95, 100%. I mean, everybody is black in this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna break this down for you and let me know what you think.
Yeah.
You see a white family living across the street from here. They have a Black Lives Matter sign in their window. But, you know, they're part of the gentrification and the problem. What do you think about stuff like that?
Listen, if you white and you don't have no money, you're going to get gentrified as well. That's collateral damage. Rich white people don't give a damn about poor white people either. So if you ain't got no money, regardless of what color you are, you're going to get pushed out of these communities if you don't own nothing. That's exactly what's going on. So yes, you can say it targets black people, but at the same time, it targets poor people. If you ain't got no money to live in these communities, out you go. In with the new, out you go. That's just what it is, unfortunately. Poor people are going to suffer. It don't matter if you're white, black, Chinese, or Guapanese. If you are poor, you're going to suffer. You're going to get pushed out of the communities. Nobody gives a damn about poor people who depend on government assistance. Nobody gives a damn about that. That's the unfortunate reality that I need everybody to understand. Yes, you can say racism, but at the end of the day, it's all about money. If you ain't got the money to live there, you're out. Period. That's exactly how it goes.
So, oh, you want to pause? So, the way I feel about the flags, you got people again, like when you look across the street, them is $1 million Victorians, right? I would say 50% of them was owned by black folks at one point in time. Unfortunately, crack hit around 1985, so between 1985 and 2000, you did see an influx and an increase in crime. That did scare some people off, but again, a lot of this stuff was predatory when it came to black folks losing their Victorians. You know what I'm saying? Specifically in Fillmore. So when you ask me about how I feel about people with the flags, I feel like it's more like, oh, I'm putting this here so you'll assume that I'm for you, but if you was for me, why wouldn't you just move to anywhere else in San Francisco that's white? Like, San Francisco got a whole bunch of different neighborhoods, and it's not saying that we ain't cool. That's not the issue. It's like, imagine heck of black people moving to it.
See, home ownership does mean something, but if the majority of black people don't own homes, then you're going to be looked down upon in that community. Let's say your family own their home in this community, right? But most black people don't own homes. You're going to be a minority in that community. Why? Because most black people don't own their homes. Your family might own their homes. But if most black people don't, you're going to live in a community with a bunch of people who don't look like you. You're going to be one of the last black families left that actually own a home in that community. That's exactly what it's going to be. So eventually they're going to say, look here, man, this community is only 2% black. We want to build a shopping center here. Take this 1.5 million and go on about your business. We're going to build a shopping center right here. So eventually black people say, well, there's only 10 black people in this neighborhood. They're going to give me 1.5 million to get up out of here. I'm going to take the 1.5 million and go on about my business and buy a home down south and start a business. That's exactly what happens.
Neighborhood to displace people. San Francisco got a whole bunch of vacancies. Why are the black places being moved into, and then why aren't the black people being able to afford to live here? And I understand free enterprise, democracy. The schools that we go to are not teaching us about tech. Let's be honest. You go to the schools around here, it's the private schools in San Francisco where your children are receiving a great education. The average San Franciscan is not getting a good education in San Francisco, and this is dating back to the 80s. So when you think about the people who are occupying these lofts, occupying these homes, these are people with 6, 7, and 8-figure incomes. You're not going to get that if you're raised in lower income housing and you have shitty education. The math is very, very simple. When you look at the people who, again, are, when you look at the people who have the jobs, I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm saying that systematically it's been done so you can say, oh yeah.
Man, listen, a lot of those houses in San Francisco might be old, but a lot of those houses are worth 1.4 million and 1.7 million. That's a fact, homie. Even in ghetto neighborhoods, those homes are worth 800, 900,000. So if you live in a middle-class community in Frisco, your home is worth 1.4 million. I promise you. So if you're, let's say you got 3 black families that own their homes and they tell you, listen, man, this community is less than 3% black. Your children are not going to grow up with people who look like them. You want your children to have culture. Take this $1 million and go on about your business. Buy a house in North Carolina and Georgia for $400,000, and then you still got a few $100,000 to play with. You can start a business with the rest of the money you got. What you think black people are going to do? They're going to take that 1.2 or 1.3 and go on about their business. Buy a home down south and start a business. That's exactly what they're going to do. Hey, man, listen, man, this community is less than 3% black. Do you want your children to grow up in a community where they're not going to have culture? They're not going to live around people like them? Take this 1.2 million and go on about your business. At the end of the day, what you think them black folks going to do when they look around and they don't see nobody who looks like them? The community has changed. It's been gentrified. You got foreigners, you got Asians, you got rich white people from Europe, rich white people from all across the country living here. 95% of the people that live in this community don't look like you. So they knock on your door and they argue, listen, man, take this 1.3 million and go on about your business. What you think those black folks gonna do?
I'm not a part of the problem, but in all actuality, you are, because you could go and live in Pacific Heights. You could go and live in Nob Hill or something. You definitely don't got to live here.
I think my mom graduated Mission High. She can't read. So, yeah, no, it's 100% fucking true. Yeah, exactly. It's the same shit.
This shit is perpetual. This shit is generational. And then again, when people come here, out of all the places that you could live, why are you going to the Mission? The Mission don't need cafes. The Mission is not known for cafes. When you go to the Excelsior, why cafes there? Why not cafes in the avenues? Why not cafes, again, in Nob Hill? Why not go to West Portal? I mean, all of these places where it's cool. So when we having honest conversations about race in San Francisco, outsiders come and they make it seem like, oh, I'm moving here because I'm not racist. No, you're coming here with your racist ass ways for sure. This is not the original San Francisco we grew up in, so let's also be clear about that. The majority of the people here that come with their snobby ass ways and weird ass energy, they're not even from the city. These are not city folks. You get what I'm saying? They move here with this idea of whatever they saw, and they call it San Fran. That's how you know you're a weirdo. Oh, it's San Fran. You're a weirdo. It's just that simple. If you don't call it Frisco or the city, you're a weirdo, bro.
Well, that's your perspective. Rich white people ain't got to call it the city of Frisco. They can call it whatever they want to call it because they have the money to live there. They can afford to live there. They looking at the poor people that's complaining like weirdos. Like, you people were broke, you were committing crimes, you lived in the ghetto, and you want to call us weirdos, and you can't even afford to live here no more. Hey, man, I'm being real with you. I got to play devil's advocate here, man. You calling the rich white folks that actually can afford to live there weirdos. They looking at the broke people that's complaining like weirdos. I'm just being honest with you, man. They're saying they gave you government assistance for 50 years. You didn't do nothing. You never elevated in society. Now you want to complain about a community that was never yours in the first place. So they're looking at us like we're the weirdos who's complaining. I got to be real. I got to play devil's advocate.
Honest conversations about race in San Francisco. Outsiders come and they make it seem like, oh, I'm moving here because I'm not racist. No, you're coming here with your racist ass ways for sure. This is not the original San Francisco we grew up in, so let's also be clear about that. The majority of the people here that come with their snobby ass ways and weird ass energy, they're not even from the city. These are not city folks. You get what I'm saying? They move here with this idea of whatever they saw, and they call it San Fran. That's how you know you're a weirdo. Oh, it's San Fran. You're a weirdo. It's just that simple. If you don't call it Frisco or the city, you're a weirdo, bro.
So Hayes Valley is legitimately like Octavian shit, kind of where Ritual Coffee is. It's arguably the most gentrified block in San Francisco history, like truly. Like there's, like in the 90s, it used to be a black neighborhood, and it used to be, you know, it was a tough area. Yeah. Now it's like you have like wine moms and people doing yoga, and you wouldn't even know. Like everything's gone. Like I've never seen anything like it before.
So we're gonna take the other route. If you look up here, so we on Buchanan right now. Buchanan historically, you got Hayes and Buchanan. That's Hayes Valley. Oh, you got Hayes and Buchanan. Then you got Page Street. So if you was to drive up on your right side, you would see once upon a time you'll see flourishing black communities.
It's like you can't say you're inclusive if everything's too expensive for to be included. Like if Black Lives Matter in a $2 million home, it's like, you know, like normal people in general can't afford that. Yeah, in general, like average person can't afford that, let alone black. It's just like anybody.
Man, these people are looking at us like we're the weirdo. They're like, what are these black people complaining about? They never owned these communities in the first place. Now they're complaining that they got to move out and the government don't want to pay their rent in these communities no more. They're looking at us like we're the weirdos. They're saying you guys been living here since the 50s. You didn't elevate in society. You don't own the community. You don't own the property. So now you got to move on. They're going to move in rich people who can actually afford to live there. They're looking at us like we're the weirdos. Now you can complain about white supremacy and say the white man, you can say that the white man is the reason why you can't get nothing. The white man got his foot on your neck. You could talk about that all day until you blue in the face. But at the end of the day, that's not going to change anything. At the end of the day, you can't afford to live there no more. So they're looking at us like we're the weirdos. You're complaining about white supremacy when everything is about money. Well, the white man made it to where I couldn't make no money. The white man kept his foot on my neck. Okay, we hear you, right? but it doesn't change nothing at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you can't afford to live here no more, so you got to go. At the end of the day, you can't afford to live here no more, so you got to go. It's business at the end of the day. It's all about money, and cash is king.
I just feel like, it's a lot of it comes down to virtue signaling, and the word racism is a very strong word, and nobody wants to ever be called racist, you know what I mean? But ultimately, you're just kind of being racist with your money. I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's the wrong wording, but
Democrats have kind of made a polite version of racism, where
diet racism.
Exactly, yeah. They'll find one rich black person and they'll be like, look, they're here, shut up. It's kind of like the Kamala Harris thing. That's essentially what that is.
They got going on right now. When it comes to politics, I'm definitely for. We want to see the United States of America the best it's ever been. And in order to do that, education needs to be top tier. Dental, medical needs to be accessible. People should not be unhoused. There's enough money. This is $1 trillion economy. Poverty is not necessary in the United States of America. Now, I know everybody ain't gonna drive a Benz, everybody ain't gonna drive a Bentley, but there's enough money, it's a big enough GDP for the United States to actually be the global example of what it should look like.
You're 100% correct. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned the $1 trillion economy thing. So the greatest concentration of wealth in human history because of Silicon Valley stretches from San Francisco down to San Jose. There's no reason for there to be poverty anywhere near here at all. Also,
well, it's business. They looking like, listen, man, if these black folks didn't lift themselves up by the bootstrap to own nothing, to elevate in society, we don't give a damn about them. We're going to bring in the rich. We're going to bring in the rich people and get rid of the poor people. We don't want these poor people living here no more. We don't want public housing no more. We want people. We're going to move in people who can afford to pay $3,000 to $3,500 a month to live here. In some cases, $4,000 a month. So at the end of the day, cash is king. We don't want people who depend on government assistance to live in these communities because the property is worth a lot of money. So in order for us to make more money, we got to get rid of those poor people who depend on government and public assistance. It's business at the end of the day, family.
there's 60,000 vacant homes in San Francisco.
60,000.
60,000.
People don't talk about that.
It's a money laundering thing.
Of course.
Basically, like the whole real estate into assets. They buy the houses to hide their money so they don't get taxed, blah, 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 blah. Then people get fucked.
A lot of people get fucked.
Pretty much.
We used to have stacks on the corner. We used to go get food. We used to have flippers. So these is places that kind of, I would say, well, flippers survived gentrification, but then they boosted up the rent to the point to where a lot of mom and pop spots that was originally here or survived that first wave of gentrification, they could no longer be here. So again, when you look at the aesthetics, you wouldn't know that this is in a black neighborhood. You're not gonna see any black people. This is what you call diet racism. You feel me? So when you go on the other side of Fillmore, and when
Man, we can't call it racism, man. Listen, man, I love black people, man. It's about business at the end of the day. Crying about racism ain't gonna change nothing, bro. We all know that racism exists in this country. We know that, right? But to cry racism is not gonna change anything. At the end of the day, cash is king. Crying about racism ain't gonna change a damn thing. At the end of the day, cash is king. They're going to get rid of the poor black people who depend on government assistance and move in rich people who can afford to pay $3,000 to $3,500 a month. That's how they're going to build the economy. That's how they're going to build the city, by bringing in people who can afford to pay $3,000 to $3,500 a damn month. They're going to move you out and move rich people in. Cash is king at the end of the day. Please, black people, learn to understand that.
other side, past Gary, this is what it looks like. And it's always looked like this. Again, it's different communities. There's no problem with having Latino, Asian, white, black, Arabic communities. The problem is when you say, I'm going to infringe upon black spaces and Latino spaces and remove them, but we're going to do it with a smile and say that, oh, this is not a racist city. Again, when's the last time you seen a black person other than when the dude that we just spoke with? This shit is weird. You know what I mean? Weird. Diet racism, man. All right, come on. So this used to be a freeway overpass. So right here, all of this, the freeway, the Octavia freeway, it used to come over. And there used to be a fish and chip spot under it. I used to go here. It has some of the best snapper and fries, right? So again, all of this was an extension of Hayes Valley. It was all an extension of Fillmore. It definitely wasn't a commercial area how you see right now. It wasn't a bunch of restaurants and all of that. It wasn't even developed. So I want to say right here was the freeway. And let me see, down there, I want to say it was apartments. But this right here, Flippers used to be right there. Flippers is a restaurant we used to eat at. I don't recall right here. But again, it was a black neighborhood.
See, we got to stop talking about how things used to be, and we have to make plans on how things are going to be. We got to stop complaining about how things used to be and start making plans for how things are going to be to elevate in society. Nobody gives a damn about how things used to be. Out with the old and in with the new. That's the reality. Black people, listen, when black people were selling all that crack, when crack hit our community, but see, unfortunately, we can't see the future. A lot of black people felt like they could sell crack forever and make money, but guess what? We didn't buy up the community. We didn't buy no properties. We didn't buy no businesses. Eventually, they locked everybody up, got rid of public housing, put everybody in prison, got rid of public housing, and brought in rich people to gentrify the community. That's exactly what happened. At the end of the day, cash is king. Nobody gives a damn about how things used to be. That's old news. That's the past. What are we going to do moving forward? How can we prevent these situations? It's all about education, knowledge, and information. Please believe as you play upon the King Supreme. Bless that like button. It ain't going to cost you nothing.
Do you think the deconstruction of the freeway was probably the beginning of the gentrification in this neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, because around the time that they deconstructed
it was an agenda, but guess what? You got to be prepared for what people throw at you. You always got to be prepared for what people throw at you. It's like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was a defensive boxer. He planned, and strategized. He put up a defense because he knew people was trying to knock him out. So he put up a defense against what people was throwing at him. Same thing that black people needed to do. We should have listen, that's why education is very important. We should have understood back in the day, hey, man, we ain't going to be able to live here forever. The government owns this. And if the government is against us, eventually they're going to kick us out. They're not going to let us stay here forever. If we knew that the government was against us, then why should we depend on government assistance if the government is against us? It makes no sense. We failed to plan. We failed to plot, plan, and strategize. We didn't come up with a plan. We was just living. We was just living in these communities, occupying space. And eventually the white man said, you got to go. Because guess what? Government assistance will only last for so long. You don't own these communities. You're just occupying space. And black people didn't see the bigger picture. We're reactive. We're too reactive instead of being proactive. Now we're just reacting to the situation that we're in now instead of seeing things before it happened. We should have said this in the 90s. We should have came up with a plan in the 80s and the 90s to say, eventually they're going to kick us up out of this public housing. We already understand the government is against us. So it's only so long until they decide to kick us up out of here and build new condos and put cafes and tech companies in this area to gentrify, to boot us the hell up out of here. Black folks couldn't see the bigger picture. Too busy partying, too busy selling dope, not recognizing what was really going on right in our face. And once the community got gentrified, people started complaining about white supremacy, complaining about racism. Well, guess what? That ain't going to change nothing. Complaining about racism and white supremacy ain't going to change nothing. You're still in that same position at the end of the day because you failed to plot, plan, and strategize. You failed to organize. And now you're suffering because you didn't prepare. You failed to prepare. You didn't prepare to put yourself in a better situation. Too many black folks depended on government assistance. They couldn't see ahead of the road. They couldn't see what was going to happen 10 years ahead of the game. White people already knew in the 1990s, man, in the 2000s, we're going to get rid of these black folks, and black folks never seen it coming. White people already knew in the 90s, in the early 90s, in the 2000s, we're going to get rid of these black folks and put cafes, businesses, condos, tech companies, and that's going to raise the property value, and we're going to get rid of these poor blacks. White people already knew they was going to do that in the 90s. Black folks didn't see it coming, unfortunately, because they didn't understand the importance of education and how things were going to go moving forward. True story.
The freeway, they was tearing down Page Street, tearing down Hayes Valley, and then tearing down OC. They had already tore down Turkwood, I believe, in the mid-90s. So this was like the mid to late 90s. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, for sure. It's definitely the way it was. Again, it's all passive. It's never aggressive. The end act is aggressive, but it's passive aggressive. So they come with the smile. Oh, let's do this. Let's tear down Octavia so people can have more access. And who are the people that need more access? Because the majority of people around here could walk to and from everywhere they need it. And everybody know when it comes to the Muni, it's a very public, friendly transit.
Nipsey Hussle seen the play, and shout out to Nip Hussle. I love Nip Hussle. Nip Hussle didn't see the bigger picture. Hanging out in the hood is how he met his demise. So if Nip Hussle seen the bigger picture, every time he went to Slauson t-shirts or every time he went to the Marathon store, he should have had security, because you're not a regular person no more. You got a lot of people who are jealous, a lot of people who want to take you out. So if Nip Hussle seen the bigger picture, he should have stayed the hell away from the Marathon store unless he had security, because guess what? You're not a regular person. Yes, you grew up in this community, but the community ain't got no love for you. The same people that you're showing love to will be the same people that's going to take you out. I'm going to say it again, like the preacher, man. The same people that you showing love to in the hood will be the same people that's going to take your black ass out, man. Nipsey Hussle should have seen that coming 10,000, 1 million miles away. The same people that you're showing love to will be the same individuals that's going to take you out in the hood, man. That's the unfortunate reality.
Transportation. Oh, yeah, because around the time that they deconstructed the freeway, they was tearing down Page Street, tearing down Hayes Valley, and then tearing down OC. They had already tore down Turkwood, I believe, in the mid-90s. So this was like the mid to late 90s. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, for sure. It's definitely the way it was. Again, it's all passive. It's never aggressive. The end act is aggressive, but it's passive aggressive. So they come with the smile. Oh, let's do this. Let's tear down Octavia so people can have more access. And who are the people that need more access? Because the majority of people around here could walk to and from everywhere they need it. And everybody know when it comes to the Muni, it's a very public, friendly transportation, especially, you know, for us San Franciscans. A lot of people growing up in the city, you didn't really need a car, to be honest with you, because you didn't go anywhere outside of your community, for sure. You heard her.
Yeah, a lot of flip-flops out here, more than anywhere else in the city I've seen.
A lot of flip-flops, a lot of flip-flops, a lot of little dogs. Yeah. But Filmo, again, growing up, it was lit. You know, we all went to the functions, we all went to the parties. We known all over this thing, whatever school we went to. We got Seahawks, that's Pop Warner. We got Washington, that's the high schools that we go to. We got Ben, we got Marina, those are the middle schools. Elementaries all around here. So again, we grew up lit, family-oriented, community-oriented. I believe our experience with law enforcement is like anybody else in any other black community, super terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Hit the like button if you haven't already, man. Shout out to Malik for blessing us with a Cash App. Shout out to Chris for blessing us with a PayPal. Let's get the numbers up now. Let's get some more contributors and supporters for some of this Black history. Eventually, this will spread across the country. Matter of fact, it is spreading across the country. I'm going to do a live stream later today about how the Latinos are invading the Deep South. The Latinos are invading the Deep South. I'm going to do a whole nother stream about that today. I promise you. Let's go.
From a very early age, made to believe that we don't belong even though we here. So again, like, I can't tell you how many times the police that came up on me, violated my rights in the city and county in San Francisco. Yeah. Even the case that I got a federal case, not because of what I did, it's because what a police officer said that I did. And then they said, oh no, the witnesses don't matter. So we have a very turbulent experience with law enforcement. They're known to be shady out here. A lot of dudes doing a lot of time right now over a lie. And that's just how this shit goes. So when gentrification came, don't forget that they weaponized the prosecutors and they weaponized the police to literally get them out of here. by any means. So you got a lot of people doing a lot of time for crimes that they didn't commit. And you got a lot of people who pled because they didn't have lawyer money to petty crime. When I say petty, I'm talking about like $30 worth of crack. You feel me? $50 worth of crack. But either you take this and get up out of here, or we're gonna evict your parents. We're gonna evict your grandparents type shit. You feel me? They use those type of tactics.
So it wasn't just real estate. It wasn't just real estate. It was a little mix of everything. The police weaponizing everything too as well.
There's also a discrepancy between powder cocaine, which is primarily used by whites, and crack cocaine, which they stereotyped as blacks using, and they had a different mandatory minimum sentence. So, for example, if you got caught with, like, say, $30 of cocaine or $40 of cocaine, you'd be arrested for misdemeanor drug possession, whereas crack cocaine came with a 5-year mandatory minimum sentence during the 1990s and the war on drugs.
Yeah, you know, people running from that light, but unfortunately, you got a lot of people in our community that's hating on me, even though I produce dope, better content than most of these people who just react to TikTok compilations, right? Most of these people in our community are just trying to be Tariq Nasheed, and they're reacting to TikTok compilations. And you got goofy black people running over there to look at these wannabe Tariq Nasheeds. This is real game, knowledge, and information. And this is somebody who's been standing 10 toes down. That's really from the community. That's really been outside. So I know what I'm talking about, homie. Bless the like button. It ain't going to cost you nothing. Listen, complaining about racism and white supremacy ain't going to change your circumstances. It ain't going to change your situation. At the end of the day, cash is king. If you can't afford to live there, if you can't afford to live there no more, your black ass got to go. That's just the unfortunate reality. Black folks failed to see the writing on the wall that was staring you in the face in the 90s. The writing on the wall was staring us in the face in the 1990s. Unfortunately, black folks failed to prepare for what we failed to prepare for what was going to happen in the 2000s. The writing was on the wall in the 1990s. The writing was on the wall in the 1980s. We failed to prepare, and now we're dealing with these unfortunate situations, unfortunate circumstances. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It's King Supreme. The game is heavy. You already know, baby.
Which primarily targeted black communities. So that was one of the...
100 to 1 ratio when it came to crack. So even though in order to make crack, you need cocaine, they're saying that crack is 100 times worse. Like he's just saying. So you get caught with some grams, which is nothing. Anybody know if you get caught with some grams of crack or coke, you're not a drug dealer. You feel me? And when I say grams, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 grams. But 7 grams times 100 is 700 grams, and you do the math. And that's what they did to get a lot of mandatory minimums. And I'm happy that you mentioned that because that was aggressively implemented in Fillmore. It's a lot of dudes doing time in the feds for getting caught with a gun.
You talking about Tampon Supreme? Hey, man, this dude Tampon Supreme is just a professional troll. I'm going to call a dude Tampon Supreme, man. He's a professional troll, man. Begging for attention, hoping that somebody pay him some damn attention because he has no talent in real life. So what does he do? He trolls on the internet. That's all he can do. He's pathetic. He's a miserable individual who trolls people that are more important than him. Let's get back to the content, though.
And a small amount of crack. But when I say small, I mean if you smoke crack and you saw the amount, you would laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke crack, but I know the ones who do.
They essentially were charging people for baking soda. That's literally what it was. That's the differentiating fucking ingredient. It's baking soda. So people are getting years in prison for adding baking soda to their crack. They're basically they're charging them for seasoning their crack.
It's diet racism.
Seasoned cocaine.
Seasoned cocaine.
Like, this cocaine's too spicy. Put him in jail.
So, seasoned coke, diet racism. These are the formulas that they used.
I like how that's the thing. I've never thought about that. Seasoned coke's such a great joke.
Diet racism. For sure.
That's a clip. That's
yeah.
a clip right there.
Hey, man, we can cry racism all day, but at the end of the day, it ain't going to change nothing, man. Listen, bro. This is right here. Check this out. This is Fillmore right here. Look.
We rolling.
Here we go. Big Cash is back.
Hayes Valley here on Linden Street with Buddy Benz, man. Shout out Valley Club, you know what I'm saying? We're going crazy. This one from
now, for black people to still sit up here and do this hood stuff is dumb because they kicking you out of the community. That little cash you showing in your hand ain't nothing. all these Negroes claim to make money. You ain't doing nothing but buying jewelry and designer clothes. You can't buy the apartments. You can't buy the property in the community. So at the end of the day, yes, you might have more money than the average black person, but you ain't got enough money to make change in the community. So don't nobody give a damn about those bands that you're showing in your hands. You're going to war with other black people who look like you while they're moving all the black people out of the community. This is stupid. This right here is Valley Club, and they're going to show you what's going on in Fillmore, San Francisco, California. Get the lights up if you haven't already. Baby, it's your player partner, King Supreme.
Hayes Valley, you know what I'm saying?
So if you come in this gate, it's like a whole different world.
It's the arena for real.
Up there on that building right there, that's where the Narcs used to watch all the little, you know what I'm saying? You can check the history, it's been grimy right
Fillmore District. Thus far, I've been to Potrero Hill, several sections in Hunters Point, crazy-ass Tenderloin District, and through them all, I have heard the same thing, that the Fillmore is an absolute must-visit. Secondly, the Fillmore is essentially the epicenter of black culture in San Francisco. And according to the KQED documentary, it became that way in the 1940s after the Pearl Harbor attack, which essentially forced all the Japanese out and made way for the black migrants to come in and help out with the war efforts, which led to this area becoming what is essentially the Harlem of the West Coast. A real stronghold for the urban creative, almost like a black Hollywood if you will. Which leads us to the specific section of the Hayes Valley projects, where today's tour guide Buddy Bands and company are keeping that legacy alive. And I gotta just tell y'all, okay, Buddy Bands movement is kind of... Buddy was filming his first week out music video.
We roll. This is San Francisco, California, the Bay Area.
Here we go. Big Cactus Bay.
Hayes Valley shit, nigga. Really Penn Street though,
we
you know.
We live right here on Linden Street, man, with Buddy Bands, man. Shout out Valley Club, you know what I'm saying?
Black people, stop showing this money, man. That ain't enough money to change the community. It's enough money to buy some designer clothes and a car and a gold chain, but it's not enough money to make change. Stop showing this money on videos because this money ain't enough to change the damn community. You're promoting death and destruction while the government is moving black people out of these communities. But we're going to war with other black people who look like us. Black people represent a super minority in Frisco. Black people live in a few areas where you still might have some project apartments, but for the most part, they're getting you the hell up out of there. Stop promoting this ghetto culture that's self-destructive. Get on the bigger and better things. That ain't nothing, man. You got 20s in that. I know people with regular jobs who got that amount of money. So flossing that on camera means nothing when you don't own the community and they're gentrifying everything to get black folks the hell up out of there. This is stupid at the end of the day. But I want to show you what's going on in San Francisco, California, the Bay Area.
Crazy. Give y'all the ups and downs of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Show y'all around and shit.
So Buddy Bands, hello? This is your hood, you grew up here.
Yeah, this where I'm from, this 600 Hayes Valley, you know what I'm saying? So I'm born and raised, generational for sure. A couple generations, you know what I'm saying? Parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles.
Do you know, taking it all the way back, do you know kind of the story of why they chose to come to Fillmore?
I don't really know the story, but I know that my grandma and them moved here when it was like in the 1940s and 1950s, like in the 70s and all that shit. My great-great-grandparents and shit had one big-ass like story house, like the old buildings and shit over here. Yeah, the Victoria buildings and shit. That's my boy Foles right there, you know what I'm saying? It's my big brother Lambo, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying? Got my dog over here. That's my boy Greedy right here. That's Big Bird Greedy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too bad. That's American.
Feel me? We out here.
Right, yo, Oakland days over. You going crazy? Got you in the cut. People. My boy J5. Yeah, man. We all from this neighborhood. We all grew up here. You know what I'm saying?
So this is cool. This is like it's like a duck off. It's like a different world.
Yeah, I ain't lie.
Once you come in this gate, it's like a whole different world.
It's the arena for real.
Okay.
See, listen, you never see people with real money showing cash in their hand like that. You only have ghetto people with some pocket change that love to floss money like this. People with real money ain't doing this, man. Those rich people, the ones who own these buildings, they're not getting on camera showing money. Only ghetto ignorant people do stuff like this, bruh.
We in the arena, you know what I'm saying? Coming up in this section of the city, it was cool growing up. You know It was cool growing up, I ain't gonna lie. Had our ups and downs, but majority of the part had fun as a kid. Before all this got remodeled and like that. Like,
cool until you suck ass niggas start hating.
Yeah. Before it got remodeled for real too, it was still kind of cool. But they start, you see how we got our gates like this, like our gates like when barricaded and this back in the days type. Like we had gates, but like it was different from how they got it set up now. Now you gotta have a key to the gate to come in, all the stuff like that. I'll show you over here where we used to have a little playground at.
And what people don't know, San Francisco is like the West Coast version of New York because of all the buildings and all the high rises. San Francisco had more projects than Oakland, and Oakland is just right across the bridge. The California Bay Area Bridge separates San Francisco from Oakland. There was way more projects in San Francisco, and I'm gonna show you the video. Frisco got a lot of black history, a lot of jazz musicians, there's a lot of strong black history in Frisco, but it's being erased due to gentrification, and they're pushing all the blacks up out of there. All the projects got torn down. Now they built condos and high rises where the projects used to be. Now you can't afford to live there no more, but you want to hang outside showing money, knowing damn well you can't buy no property and no businesses in the community, but you want to look ghetto and show a few thousands in the camera like you're doing something. It makes absolutely no sense.
All that in the middle of these little grass fields right here. This where it used to be fun at. And you know the game, I don't know if you heard of football, but Killer Man. Yeah. You know Killer Man? Yeah, but we used to have right here, like we used to play like all in the middle of this football, running up and down these grass parts, hills and like that, you feel me? My big brother tell you, my older nigga, you feel me? Like
definitely, man. It was thugged out here, man. Feel me? We went from real truly.
San Francisco looks different than LA because San Francisco, there's a lot of buildings and high rises. And there were projects all over San Francisco, projects in Fillmore, projects in Sunnydale, projects in Hunters Point. So there's a lot of black history in San Francisco that a lot of people don't know about, because when you think about the Bay Area, you think about Oakland. But in reality, Frisco has a lot of black history that most people just don't know about. That's the whole purpose of me doing this damn live stream. You dig what I'm saying?
Which is RTL, you feel me? To Criminal Minded, you feel me? To Death Valley, which is DP, you feel me? Now it's the Zone, which is Zone 6. I'm one of the originals.
That's my generation. That's my generation wise.
They came next. Feel me? They came next. So it's like Gen Next, you feel me?
Okay.
No, definitely. And we was Gen Next after the RTLs, you feel me?
Right.
This used to be a big parking lot right here. You feel me? A lot of dice games and shit right here, you feel me? Up there on that building right there, that's where the narcs used to watch all the.
See, these were projects, but they tore the projects down and built like condos and high-rise apartments. What people don't know is O.J. Simpson is from San Francisco. O.J. Simpson is, listen, O.J. is from Potrero Hill. Those were projects in San Francisco. That's where O.J. Simpson is from, man.
You know what I'm saying? They used to be like sitting up there and cameras watching us. All behind the chimney up there, you feel me? All up on the back part. They used to use the middle windows right there and creep out and, you know what I'm saying, make their little buses and but they couldn't get us. They raid on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you feel me?
Oh, really?
Definitely.
It was like a set day?
It was a set day for sure. It's always been like that. Like, to this day, they still be doing, trying to set little shit. But like, you know, it's remodeled and it's different now. So now, like, it's a little bit harder for them to try to do their little investigations and like that, or whenever they trying to get through here, because usually, like he said, they used to be across the street right here. You know what I'm saying? Really right across, like in these buildings, watching niggas and shit. But now that this like this, it's more harder for them to see certain shit, you know?
So compare and contrast when you were a kid coming up, was this
able
way
to see
completely different?
Yes, way completely different. All this like you had 3-story tiers, so it'd be like a tier, a row of houses, doors, another row, doors. So you can literally Spider-Man climb up, you know what I'm saying,
Go
from
to
tier
the
to
next
tier.
So this is all new buildings.
Yeah,
everything
all
new.
new, everything new.
I know the city had a big renewal project in the Fillmore, like this is where they started renewing stuff, right?
Like around 95, 96, they start crushing them down and changing everything. So that made us move to another block down the street and start chilling with the other guys, group of guys down the street. Then after they got through remodeling, which is what they brought here, that's when we literally came back up here and started having to figure out, regroup again, how we was gonna shake the police or however we was gonna play, you know, the cat and dog tag.
So would you say there were more so like benefits to them rebuilding everything and restructuring everything for you guys, or did it kind of fuck some shit up?
I think it was more benefits, because like they said, if the police come up here, they can't get through the gates. We behind this building, so that building can't see behind here no more. So it was more like, if you know, as long as you back here, you couldn't be seen. And if they pull up, how they gonna get through the gate
now? See, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I told you right now, like, they can't get through the gate. If you would have to have a specific key fob or a key to get in. You can't just get in the gate because it's locked. Like, back then, the gates wasn't locked. And it was like bars, so you can just come right through. Like, you could push the gate open and come through. We was like the first black people historically to come to Fillmore. Like, blacks was coming to Fillmore.
Fillmore, straight to Fillmore.
Yeah, Fillmore, not Hunters Point, Fillmore.
Oh, my folks came from Mississippi, so when they came from down that way, they migrated all up here straight to Fillmore.
That's why I told them it's
all the black people who came to San Francisco came from New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. So everybody from California came from the South, man. He just told you it's people from Mississippi. San Francisco is big on jazz, is big on the blues. These were black people from the South who went to Frisco. The same thing as Los Angeles. Black people from the South migrated to Los Angeles in large numbers. San Francisco got a lot of history when it comes to jazz and black culture because black people from the South, New Orleans and Mississippi, migrated to San Francisco back in the 40s. In the 1940s and 50s, matter of fact, I'm gonna take it further back than that. Black people from New Orleans and Mississippi was coming to San Francisco back in the early 1900s, the 1910s, 1905, 1920. So a lot of black people from New Orleans and Mississippi went to San Francisco and built up the Fillmore district. The Fillmore district is full of black people from New Orleans and Mississippi. That's how the black population got big in Frisco. Black people from the South who came there.
Hayes Street, you know what I'm saying, with Hayes Valley, or down towards OC
Western
or
Addition
all that.
and all that.
Yeah.
Is this considered Western Addition or
Yeah,
it's considered Western Addition.
Technically, it is Western Addition, but
we kind of like in the middle though.
Its own
we are on low cheer. We are on low. We in the middle for real.
When you pull up the map on there, it say Western Addition, but Hayes Valley is own little community. I guess they separated us from some way, somehow, but it was cool. Back then, it was just all money. You know, drug dealing, money, gambling, pimps, players, with all that shit. Feel me?
Period.
Yeah, that's all it was. The war on drugs, they kind of wiped us down. Like, I was a victim of the war on drugs based on the fact that they came through with cameras and hats, sending us in, kind of like how you seen New Jack City back in the days when dudes was back there. They got the camera in the hat, come through, ask for something to buy, and they wiped us down. Which, next you know, Buddy Benz and Zone.
You're right about that, Chris. Black people was in Cali in the 1800s and the 1700s, and you're right about that, Chris. I appreciate you for saying that, Chris. The thing is, more black people came to Cali from the South in the early 1900s, but you're right about that. Black people was already in Cali way back in the 17, 16, and 1800s. The thing is, more black people migrated from the South in the early 1900s. But shout out to my dog, Chris. I appreciate you for the feedback, my brother. Get the likes up. If you're really rocking with the content, get the likes up, man. We got some people that bless the Cash App, and I'll say salute to them. Yeah, salute to them. Shout out to Matthew Stewart for the Cash App. I appreciate you, my brother, for the beautiful Cash App. Shout out to my man Royal T for always coming through, showing love on that Cash App. Shout out to Royal T. You dig what I'm saying? Get the likes up, support the damn channel. Some of the realest content you gonna get on the damn internet. Some of the realest content you gonna get on the damn internet. Let's go. Shout out to Royal T.
Everything came together.
It's a lot of different artists just from my section from here, trying to start my own merch company, trying to make movies, all type of shit for real. So niggas used to be out at 2, 3 in the morning. All these niggas right here,
2, 3
We
in
used
the
to go to
morning.
his house. We used to be at his house.
Like I said, black people was already in California since the beginning. But the thing is, in the early 1900s and the late 1800s, more black people from the South started to pour in Cali, even though you had blacks that was already there. Salute to my boy Chris for dropping that in the comments.
House. 3, 4 in the morning.
It's on the
Only time I can stay out late is because if I'm with him for real.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is say his name.
You're right about that, Chris. I did some content on Biddy Mason, and I did that content on Red Supreme TV1, and my channel got terminated because of the haters reporting my channel. You know, unfortunately, you had black people reporting my channel. They was mad about the things that I was saying. You had some Latinos reporting it too. But yeah, Biddy Mason, we're going to do some content on Biddy Mason, and we're going to do some content on how Latinos are invading the Deep South. Latinos are invading Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee. I got a show coming up later on today about how Latinos are invading the Deep South in large numbers due to illegal immigration and anchor babies and birthright citizenship. We'll do some content on that later on. Right now, let's get back to San Francisco and how it's being gentrified, man.
And my mom gonna be like, it's good.
Oh, for
you know
real?
what I'm saying? Yeah, because he was the older influence on my life. He was one of the people that was making sure that I ain't, you know, I'm not up as a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you do it bad. You want to just do everything. You want to stay out. You don't want to go in the house. But niggas got curfews because take it to the doctor office and you still, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
see, these were projects, but now they turned them into like more of a luxury style apartments. But these were projects right here in San Francisco, man. Now, listen, we're going to go to the next clip. So with O.J. Simpson.
Slow down a little bit, y'all.
Now, this is Potrero Hill right here. These are this is where O.J. Simpson is from right here.
Here in Potrero Hill, does everybody know everybody?
Yeah, for sure.
O.J. Simpson is from these projects in San Francisco. This is called Potrero Hill. Hey, man, there's a lot of gun violence. It gets active. It's real hood and violent in Potrero Hill, San Francisco. This right here is the home of O.J. Simpson.
For sure, all together.
And this is one way in and one way out?
One way in, one way out. Tell him, brother. Tell him.
Hey, you come through that motherfucker, it's bad. You know that.
It's a legendary wall right here. This
walkway. Tell him son.
Walkway. Nigga, long live kid.
Tell him son.
Where's O.J. Simpson mirror? O.J. Simpson is from this hood. This is San Francisco, California, the Bay Area.
That's what we do this shit for. Nigga,
And losing kid, what type of impact did that have on the community?
That shit was a fucking heartbreak. It crushed everybody. That nigga was a real nigga. No hat. No hat.
Like, nigga, how, I ain't gonna say it like that, but like, it's not like everywhere else. Like, nigga, we don't lose people, so that was our first loss ever. So, you feel me? That's how it should be, but, you feel me? That's but it's different. The hood ain't never been the same. We still be out here keeping it lit for my nigga. For me, we still
for sure.
Giveaways.
And these are YNs. These are certified YNs right here. This is Potrero Hill Projects, San Francisco, California.
Anniversaries.
For sure, nigga. No. No.
Niggas still out here every day, nigga. Getting to it, getting money.
Yeah, exactly. Post it. Front line. Front line.
Everything.
Gotta get pops.
You gotta get that one right there and then go. You gotta walk from here to there.
Just tell that nigga blur out the license plate.
Hey, Snake, we can get the door and shit first.
Nah, for sure.
It's ghetto right here. This the hood hero right here.
Nah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shut your ass
This real legendary. This really the neighborhood hero right here. Long live ghetto. This my pops. Hero, nigga. Feel me? I'm with my pops.
All I'm saying is they need to put a mural of O.J. Simpson because O.J. Simpson is from these projects in San Francisco, California. Salute and much respect. Rest in peace to O.J. Simpson. But these are YNs. Most of these YNs right here was born in like the 2000s. These are young babies born in like 05, 06. They don't know nothing about O.J. Simpson. But O.J. Simpson is from these projects right here, man.
Nigga, this stand just like this, nigga.
Business.
And that was your guys' dad?
Yeah.
So losing him, he was a dad to the whole community?
For surely. For surely.
Big homie. Real figure. A real
For surely.
big homie.
For surely.
He was around, he made sure you was straight. Made sure everybody game was tight.
At all times. The guy came home, got me Nike Tech, had me riding around in track hawk. Man, track hawk. You niggas ain't sliding around in no track hawk with no Nike Tech on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And coming from the projects, was the street life something you were born into, or what age did you hop off the porch over here?
A lot of my family, I really grew up at a point end of the hill. A lot of my family was selling drugs and, you feel me, getting into little shit, feel me? I ain't gonna get into all of that, but I hopped off.
This should be affiliate by birth, bruh.
Ain't no really
born into this shit for real. Like, you gotta be born into this shit.
We was born into this. Everybody in this motherfucker. It's all family.
Always niggas' families who were into certain shit that lead to the younger generation getting into certain shit. Taking up battles that the old heads did, you feel me? So, this shit is an ongoing thing.
And growing up, what was some stuff you saw just growing up in the project life?
All type of shit, man.
Running around being badass kids.
All type of shit, man. From boys raiding this bitch, man. Niggas snatching phones downtown or some dumb shit, some young city shit. Come on, man. Getting it up in the mall, catching niggas talking about some. Don't rob me. Don't rob me.
Watching my
Yeah.
order, claim this side, go to that side, watching shit change, watching the world change. It's regular shit.
That shit happening right now to this day, nigga.
Creative players.
When did the split happen between the people you guys grew up with and started going to school with? When did you guys have to start picking sides?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Get on my pops, so really, so
yeah, it's our pops.
That been like, there's been some shit.
See, I did this live stream to give you guys some history of San Francisco, because when you think about California, you think about Los Angeles, you think about Oakland, but Oakland is right on the other side of the Bay Area, on the other side of the Bay Area Bridge. San Francisco is the west. San Francisco is the West Bay. Oakland is the East Bay. But I've been telling y'all, there's way more projects in San Francisco than Oakland, and a lot of people don't know that. There was a lot of projects in San, and there's still a lot of projects left. Potrero Hill is where O.J. Simpson is from. You got Double Rock. You got plenty of projects that was in Frisco. Like I said, you got way more projects in Frisco than you have in Oakland, and a lot of people don't know that because they're only going off what the media feeds them. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of content educating you guys about the Black history of San Francisco and how there's a lot of projects out there, man.
Like a born into, like a tried to playing basketball shit,
Yeah.
and all of that shit. And then like I'm young as
Nah, for real.
Now these are YNs right there. I'm just showing y'all the culture of San Francisco, California. Get the likes up and support your boy.
Not
to cut you off, little folks. I was made right here, bro. I was conceived at this house. That's my mama, bro. Yeah, my
Tell
mama
him.
was just on the
Tell
phone,
him,
bro.
brother.
I was conceived in this house. You feel me? A lot of the old heads that they walked by and heard me being made. So
This nigga a fool.
So you were born in the projects?
bro, really, right there at San Francisco General Hospital at the bottom of the hill. I was born at.
Nigga, general, nigga. Niggas know, nigga.
My family been on this hill since it was created.
Right here in the projects, are you only gonna find blacks here?
Black Samoans, Mexicans, feel me? Nah, for sure. For sure. Be cool.
We got dogs on this motherfucker.
Tripping, bro.
He tripping, bro.
I tell that bitch go fuck.
Even the dog get
See, it get tricky on this at any moment. It's the hood.
We got everything coming out this motherfucker. Barbers selling dogs, rapping, they be on each other too. They be on each other too.
For sure.
That's what I like about it. They all fuck with each other.
We gonna tell each other we right or wrong or not.
For sure.
And you guys say this a family, but when it comes to the police, what do they view you as?
shit, they could believe what they want to believe, you feel me? They could think what they want to think, but up here we know, you feel me, we solid, we family, feel me, and ain't shit gonna change that. We're gonna keep pushing what we pushing, nigga, suckers.
And do the police, do they view you as a gang over here?
Man, we ain't worried about them niggas, man. We ain't even finna get in and none of that, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let the babies, you feel me, talk. If you mind it, 3 little steps.
Slow down a little bit, y'all.
You said what, brother?
And out here, are you always gonna see the OGs like this outside?
For surely. This is the safest place you could come when you come to the city. Come with the gens. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is the safest place you could be. I ain't gonna lie. We keeping it 100.
And to live in these projects, how much does it cost?
A couple thousand. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? But it's public housing. Feel me? Section 8. Feel me? It's Section 8. It's public housing, brother. Come on. Anybody can stay in this bitch. You can stay in these. That's what I was just gonna say. You can stay for free, nigga. On my mama, nigga. You living good up here, nigga. Yo, food, water, nigga. All that shit. Come on, brother. You feel me? They trying to gentrify down the street, though. I ain't gonna lie. Making new buildings, trying to make us look like the mother niggas. Feel me? But
see, there's a lot of projects left in San Francisco, but they did tear a lot of them down. But Potrero Hill, the home of O.J. Simpson, is still up. You still got these projects up. This is why you see all these YNs walking around the hood up to no good in Potrero Hill projects in San Francisco, California. And listen.
Gonna keep pushing this. You feel me? Pushing what we pushing.
Everybody from the hood goes to this school right here?
Yeah, you go to Star King. So. Or the other one across it. What's the other one over there?
Daniel Webster.
Yeah, Daniel. You either go here or Webster.
Cesar Chavez.
Hey, get on. Hey, come on,
Hey, get that.
Go ahead, get that Connecticut straight, buddy.
Push that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
Gentrify a lot of them. You got the ones from the Mo to the Point.
See, the thing about the projects in San Francisco, they're right by the beach, and a lot of people don't know that. The beach is literally right down the street. That's why they're tearing down these projects, because these projects are in areas that have close proximity to the beach. So they like, man, let's tear down these projects and put some high-rise condos and charge people $3,500 a month to live. You got projects all over the city of San Francisco right next door to the beach. They could look out of their window and see the beach. Man, let me tell you guys something. I don't think you guys realize what I'm saying. Hit the like button. Hold on. I don't think you guys realize what I'm saying. In San Francisco, there's projects. People in the projects can look out of it. They can look out of their window and see the beach. So if you live in the projects in San Francisco, you can look out of your window and see the beach from your project building. So they're looking like, damn, how the hell you live in the projects, but you got a view of the beach right outside of your window? That's prime real estate. So they're looking at it. They're looking at it like, why do we need to keep these projects up when we can build high rises and condos and charge people $4,000 to live here? Because you literally have a view of the beach right here from the projects. Get rid of the projects and build condos. It's business at the end of the day, baby. Cash is king. You can look outside of your window in the projects and see the water. That's a hell of a view. So now you understand why they're knocking down a lot of these projects in San Francisco. The real estate is beautiful. Man, let's go.
It's a whole lot of jets out here. I ain't gonna lie. Feel me?
And do you guys get along with all the other?
When you live in the projects in San Francisco, you have oceanside views, man. Now you understand why they're getting rid of all of the black people. Man, let's get rid of these poor folks. Put some high rises up, put some condos, charge people $3,500 to $4,000 a month to live here. Get rid of these fools. This right here is prime real estate. Shout out to my man Scoop. Scoop said it right. Listen, man, Scoop couldn't have said it no better, man. This right here is prime real estate. You got projects all over the city with oceanside views. Man, please.
Projects out here?
You feel me? It's some of them, you feel me? It's some that's cool, feel me? And there's some that's, you feel me? Don't be.
It's water, homie. You can say whatever you want to say. If you got a view of the water, that's prime real estate, homie. Anytime you can see water from the projects, the Bay Area, that's prime real estate, homeboy.
Don't get caught lacking, feel me? Or you gonna be playing grab ass. Niggas know though. They know what time it is.
And we should have killed it. Feel me? Don't forget. It's like my second homer skill. Feel me? I fuck with my gyms, but I'm really diesel. And we could take you to the other side another day though.
So when it comes to the gyms, who you guys clicked up with out here in San Francisco?
Clicked up? I ain't gonna say we clicked up, you feel me? We got family ties, feel me? Like we said, it's family ties. So it's niggas from other jets, you feel me? And it's family ties, you feel me? It's cousins, aunties, brothers, feel me?
You go to marriage, man. On the mic, man. For the projects, are they gonna tear it down soon?
Yeah, sadly they are. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was home to a lot of people, you feel me? Like cuz
Hell yeah, they gonna tear it down. I just told you why they gonna tear it down.
She's texting that ass. She's texting that ass. Mary's not playing with you. Mary is not playing.
It's either you go to Mike's or you go to marriage, man. On the mic, man. For the projects, are they gonna tear it down soon?
Yeah, sadly they are. I ain't gonna lie, this shit was home to a lot of people, you feel me? Like cuz was saying earlier, a lot of people from the South came out here, feel me? And set up shop here, feel me?
What part of the South did people come from?
Louisiana, Texas,
Tennessee. We got cousins in Boulevard, Tennessee. Some of my niggas in Boulevard, you feel me?
All
Georgia,
over.
all type of shit. It's a lot of history to this.
I ain't gonna lie, I got some peoples for the rack.
Yeah, from the rack.
You feel me?
We got peoples everywhere. All our peoples from other St. Louis. We got our niggas in St. Louis. That's where most of the people from the block, they people from either St. Louis or Tennessee. You feel me? It's a lot of history to this shit.
Nah, for sure.
Like you was saying, that ain't from the hood, but rap this shit to the fullest. Like my shoot.
For sure.
He wasn't from the 9. He was from some.
Look at that. That's the water over there, homie. You can literally see the water from the projects, man. Look.
I think we go this way, buddy.
Yeah, he got the camera.
That's the water over there. That's what I'm telling you about, man. Come on, man. This is prime real estate. Anytime you're close to water, that's prime real estate. And all over the city of San Francisco, you got projects that have pretty much Bay Area views, oceanside views. That's prime real estate. Why would they keep the projects up when they can tear the projects down, build condos, and charge people $4 grand a month to live there? Come on, man. You better wake up and smell what's going on.
To nothing. Little shit, start off selling snacks at school, making little hustles, you feel me? Doing her little shit in the hood, cleaning up, taking out trash for all the old ladies in the hood. You feel me? We doing some cool shit. I feel like
losing people too, you feel me? Just lose people in the streets and that shit change people, feel me? That shit change people.
You gotta make a bag or you gonna eat or get ate. Shit.
You look, homie, that's the water right there, man.
You could be a football player, a basketball player, feel me? Lose your brother. That shit change you. Should have changed you out here. Feel me? Turning to a
all that stuff behind them is the Bay Area water, bro. Prime real estate. You're looking right at it, homie.
Savage for real.
And one thing I tell my young niggas, don't let that shit make who you is. You feel me? You gotta don't let them situations make or break you. You gotta just do better. Do better than the older people, all that shit. But just out here making money, doing our thing. We won't be on that politic and shit. Niggas just be chilling. That's all that be.
G's, B's, J's.
And for you guys, do you feel like the only way to make it out is either music or sports? Shit, nah, not really, because there's a lot of new ventures to this shit. Like you're
exactly.
Doing my young niggas, they know how to build PCs. And
exactly.
Making their own beat.
Exactly.
Just people box themselves in with that shit. You ain't
exactly.
If you thinking about music or the streets, you just boxing yourself in. You already
exactly.
Niggas better start reselling everything they can.
Exactly.
Figure it out. That ain't the only thing niggas can do. They can do anything they want.
Let's take you on a field trip. My Magic school bus.
Yeah, what you know about murder?
What you know about murder?
Yeah. Niggas say they be out here on this motherfucker. I don't know. They say they baby Z's, say this and that. I don't know. This shit dead.
I told you, man, these projects are right next to the Bay Area, right on the water, man. So, nah, man, this is, man, come on, man. You know what it is when you got, man.
You asked me.
It's our shit.
Hey, call your box.
It's just a new part of the hood. You feel me? He's pushing this shit. That's how I gotta think. Right here in Potrero Hill, are you only gonna find Jans over here and JLGs?
For the younger generation, you're gonna find the Jans, but the older generation, some pushing OSB,
pushing other little shit. But right here, it's the gens, and that's all it is. That's what it's gonna be. I mean, it's a new generation. These my young niggas. You feel me?
Feel me?
Young niggas coming with kits, greens, all that. They doing their thing.
surely.
You feel me? That's all it is. But this is gen shit. That's all that is. It's a new generation. That's what gen stand for.
Nigga, I wouldn't rap if my
For
shit
sure.
was like this.
That's what niggas is pushing.
And all these houses, they're not occupied over here?
Nah, not really. Some of these, some of the ones, yeah, I was gonna say it's a couple, feel me? Literally like a couple, but it
They
ain't
knocking all
hella.
these motherfuckers down.
Exactly, they finna rebuild all this shit.
This finna be our house right here.
Exactly.
And for the people of the projects, where are they going once they knock it down?
They go to, you feel me, other housing.
Yeah, and then they building new buildings, so they gonna rebuild it, make some new shit. But for now, they just move everybody else to a new project and then move them back in. But half the time they be on some dirty shit, they'll move you out and never move you back in. So
Exactly, exactly.
it depends. They knocking on. I'll show you the new
We
buildings
want
later.
the last
They
country
down there.
standing, you feel me? So they keep building all the trenches, they finna knock this down next, you feel me?
Exactly.
And the turf, we finna be up for a couple more years. We got about probably like
Shit, I feel like
being a from Lakeview, my mom from here, my dad from
Man, that's the ocean right there, man. These are the projects. These are San Francisco projects. This is the home of O.J. Simpson right here, man. You got oceanside views, from the projects, bro.
For sure.
It is what it is.
My pops was down. My pops was down when I was like 4, 5, something like that. That was down for hell long.
Yeah.
Both my uncles, feel me, in the violence, feel me, getting in this shit. Both of them passed away, the gun violence, feel me. But you feel me? Like people say, everything happened for a reason, feel me?
Look at that, man. That's the port right there. You're literally right next door to the port, and these are the projects, bro. So you understand why they're knocking down the projects to build high rises to bring in rich people that's gonna pay $4 grand a month. Get rid of the poor people. We could raise the property value by building condos, and they have oceanside views. Right out, you could look out of your window and see the ocean from here, brother. Right over there.
You gotta, you feel me? You gotta have your inner kid. Feel me? You gotta. Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's gonna be good, brother. It be a lot of niggas out here hating on niggas. That's why niggas can't even shine no more. How niggas used to be shining. Feel me? Politics so fucked up and broken.
You guys, what's your message to them?
Stay in school. Don't get misleaded by these fake ass, creative ass niggas, and just be yourself. Literally, be yourself.
Man, do it yourself.
Be yourself.
Nobody do it yourself.
Be yourself. Be your own man. Be the same person at all times.
And you come from the projects, what do you guys see for your lives in the future?
I see myself having a family, being in a big ass nice house, and you feel me? Still supporting my peoples out here. No hat.
Potrero Hill, I appreciate y'all for having me out today.
Potrero Hill, home of O.J. Simpson.
Potrero Hill project. If you don't know about the train, it was like a rap for real.
Projects. Like many projects.
Street, so you get this sign right here. This is 26th Street over there, but they tearing it down.
That's where I'm from, 20.
Yeah, Papa Road. It's the biggest neighborhood because it's like.
Now here goes some more projects right here. This is Hunters Point projects right next to the water.
10 hoods.
The point, you feel me? We all hill, all on the hill type.
It's the worst part of the city. They shooting us all day. People dying all day, every day. But we got the most projects in the Bay Area. This the actual harbor road. Like this the actual street.
I know you got some of that paper waiting on you as soon as you touch down, man. What you up right now?
Favorite area of the Bay Area, and that is San Fran. Just kidding.
Listen, man, it's beautiful in San Francisco, but the projects is right next to the water, man.
Alright, baby, I already know who the motherfuck it is, aka it is I, the Big Cactus. And as y'all can see, I have made my way on back to my favorite area of the Bay Area, and that is San Fran. Just kidding, I know how much y'all hate when I say San Fran, so I have made my way on back to San Francisco, aka SF, aka Frisco, aka the city. And I know what y'all are thinking, but Big Cactus, you've already been to hella hoods in S.
Yeah, no. You gotta go to Sunnydale. They turn it down right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they turn everything
Just
down.
like how they is right there.
Yeah, that's West.
It look like apartments now. It don't look like
that used to be worse than over here.
Used to look just like
Ours got redid too. It's all remodeled though.
This is the good version.
Yeah, it's remodeled. Yeah, all this was vacant and boarded up.
So that was West Point. That's a whole different section than you guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Tore all that down?
Yeah, they tore it. It took them hell long to.
Okay.
They just now, that side was fenced up for like 5 years straight. Like they never.
Probably gonna end up They probably gonna end up tearing down everything. No,
They gonna tear everything down, but Harbor's just it's too many complexes. It's too big. Like they ain't gonna like.
They gotta do section by
man,
section.
Look at the water.
It's not even that.
They got new buildings if you go
I didn't live
all the way
on. I didn't
down
live
there.
on all parts of Harbor. Each part is different projects you're gonna see. It's certain ones is apartments. It's owned by different companies. You feel me?
Yeah.
So not everybody that just own Harbor. You know what I'm talking about? So they can't tear down Reardon Heights.
So like those are different.
Them is Northridge apartments. These is like.
We're gonna show you. It's gonna be more.
These like John Stewart. John Stewart.
Village. We call it the village. It's certain ones that's not owned by the nigga that own. You feel me? So he ain't gonna be able to just go and tear down. You only gonna be able to tear down a project. You feel me?
So.
You gonna see though. It's more. Here's townhouses and hella little.
But you look though, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock on a Saturday.
For the earlier one,
So I don't want to see nobody in the comments saying them dry. Them ain't.
I know, man. It's presidential. What's going on?
Hunters Point is a neighborhood. It's not a city, correct?
Nah, it's a neighborhood.
It's just a big ass neighborhood.
Yeah, with hella different hoods.
See, I've been telling y'all how this right here is a different project. This is Harbor Road right here in Hunters Point. But these are projects and they're right next to the water. Oceanside views from the projects, man.
Hella different hoods.
It's the biggest neighborhood because it's like 10 hoods, for real.
10 hoods in one?
Yeah, as soon as you get out of right here, you in a whole nother hood.
All this shit is all Hunters Point.
That interview you just did down there, with a block away. It's all a block away. Like
all this shit is Hunters Point is all like it's an army base. That's why it's like all West Point. It's all Army Street. You know what I'm talking about? Albatross.
That's why if you peep, a lot of buildings look like identical. They look all the same because it's all the same. This is gonna lead out to Osceola and all that, but the apartments all look like these. Like the apartments look all the same, and then the projects look the same.
Has it always been 10 hoods in one, or
hell
that
yeah?
Kind of over time, it kind of.
Nah, I've been like that. Actual hoods like 10 for sure. Like
probably like 10.
Yeah, because you got.
You know, like later on in life, motherfuckers be
Not even 10 for
chilling.
Nah,
It's not even 10, probably like 8, but around there.
7.
Cause what?
Shout out to Malik for the cash app. Malik been showing a lot of love to the show, man. So he says, shout out to the Black Bay Area video. Shout out to my man Malik for the cash app. Get the likes up and subscribe to the channel, King. You already know we in the building, baby.
Bishop not there no more. We used to have Bishop. You feel me?
That's what you say.
But then they got like, Double Rock don't be counting themselves as the point. Patrol Hill don't count themselves as the point. But they on the other side. They on the other side. We talking about that's right here. That's still in the 94124 area. You feel me? Okay. Double Rock and the Hill, they don't count themselves as 100 points. So it's really just the point. You feel me? The top all on the hill. We all hill, all on the hill type.
You guys all grew up around here, born and raised?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What was it like in a nutshell for people at home, people across the country and whatnot? How would you?
Man, this is what I gotta say. This is what I gotta say. This is what I gotta say. Because everybody thinks San Francisco is like, I don't know. I never knew that San Francisco was looked at how it was looked at because we all grew up over here. So
you didn't know that?
I didn't know that because this is the worst part of the city. They shooting us all day, every day. It's calmed down now, but just a couple years ago, it's people dying all day, every day. Like it's normal. So when I leave out of here and I go like to school, I'm going to school in like nice parts of the San Francisco and other parts, and then and then I'm coming back here. But then you get out of San Francisco, a motherfucker gonna be like, what the San Francisco? Right. But we got the most projects in the Bay Area.
That's what I thought.
San Francisco got the most hoods in the Bay Area. Literally, we got the Hunters Point with hella hoods. Fillmore got hella hoods. Sunnydale. And the towers, nigga, the Trail Hill, Valencia Gardens, North Beach, everywhere.
So more than Oakland, more than Richmond.
It's more projects in Oakland. Okay. Oakland don't got hella projects. They got houses.
He right about that. There's more projects in San Francisco than Oakland, and a lot of people don't know that. San Francisco got the most projects in California. There's more projects in San Francisco than it is in LA, and a lot of people just don't know that. You know, San Francisco is the capital of the projects in all of California. That's a fact. But people don't know that because the media don't talk about Frisco. You know why? Because there's a lot of tech companies in Frisco, so they don't want people to know how many projects and how violent it really was in Frisco. So they don't talk about it in the media. But no, San Francisco has the most projects in any city in California. That's a fact.
Like Oakland got like normal. So when I leave out of here and I go like to school, I'm going to school in like nice parts of the San Francisco and other parts. And then and then I'm coming back here. But then you get out of San Francisco, a motherfucker gonna be like, what the San Francisco? Right. But we got the most projects in the Bay Area.
That's what I thought.
San Francisco got the most hoods in the Bay Area. Literally. We got the Hunters Point with hella hoods. Fillmore got hella hoods. Sunnydale and the Towers, nigga, the Trail Hill, Valencia Gardens, North Beach, everywhere.
So more than Oakland? More than Richmond?
It's more projects in Oakland. Okay. Oakland don't got hella projects. They got houses.
Oh, okay.
Like Oakland got like villages and apartments. Because a village, it'd just be like a random apartment and they just like outside and I don't know, like
those villages more so it's like condos.
Yeah, but like like out here, this is different. Out here, you gotta be from a block. You have to be from a hood. Like you can't be from no houses and claim nowhere in San Francisco for real, unless it's like Visitation Valley or something. I don't know. Yeah, unless you from like Underwood or Hollister or something like that, like nigga, but that's like miscellaneous places. For real. Only street I consider a real street with houses, the Q. You could claim the Q for real and be like, I'm from the Q, like, but.
Okay. That's about it though. So for people at home, it's not all nice, but a lot of nice stuff.
I'm gonna keep it 100. This is, bruh, and it sounds like we doing hella extra because we from here, but bruh, Hunters Point, the worst part, bruh. That's not cool. Like, nigga, we all, that's scary. Like, we safe.
I ain't gonna lie. It don't even be that because I didn't have it where I talk to my Fillmore family and they be like, bro, y'all hot. Like, I'm like, y'all hot. I be like, y'all really hot. You like, nah, bro. I be like, bro, y'all be like 2 or 3 days, it's constant shooting, then it die down for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. 4 days straight shooting, you hear hella shots.
You tell them about
turn back up the next week type
you tell them it's so bad, you tell nigga for filming, we finna go to the point. What part?
Yeah,
no, we finna go to Harbor.
We
finna come to Harbor. We finna go to Harbor. Not going up there.
You said we're in a calm time right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I just showed you guys Portrayal Hill. Now this right here is the Harbor Road of 100 Points projects right here, and all of these projects got oceanside views, man. Yes, they do. Hit the like button, man, and support the content in a major way.
Because everybody on some grown man, nobody sitting on their block anymore. That's some bum.
See, listen, that's the ocean right there. They got water right behind their projects, man. Listen, homie, this is why they're tearing the projects down because, man, this is prime real estate. Man, we're gonna build some condos here and get rid of these projects. Charge $4,000 a month for these oceanside views. So a lot of the projects in San Francisco was built right on the waterfront, man.
I'm not sitting outside all day. Niggas got jobs and all type of shit, dude. Ain't nobody about to sit outside. What is outside?
Out of state and hella be
we rapping, making music. I gotta make my money. I gotta stay safe. And the only people that we worried about is the police.
For sure.
They come jacking.
We got a couple people rapping. Yep,
we got some artists. You're one.
Yeah, I'm Sleaze FN. That's crazy. That's Pac 2L.
We got my shots finna
Risk
get
Taker
back
2
rapping.
right here. Feel me?
We got
ain't dropped in a minute though.
We got 700. We got man down rapping. My shots. He getting some hot.
V's too, Janky V's.
Out of this section, the big block area, like historically wise.
Like famous people?
Yep, that people at home have done.
Larry Jones from up here, yeah.
Really?
Chesy?
Oh, that's great.
Larry Jones from up here. Or if you know.
Hey man, salute to everybody for blessing the super chat. He said, "Salute, Red. I never knew that San Francisco had so many projects. Black history." Hey, man, I'm putting you up on game. Shout out to the DMV, man. But, yeah, man, there's a lot of projects in Frisco. Shout out to you, man, for the cash out, man. There's tons of projects in Frisco, man. A lot of people didn't know that.
Posse, they from up here.
Shit just happened. Larry June is literally from this.
He from this block.
Right
here. Larry June from Harbor.
Everybody,
everybody
on his point at least got a family.
Shout out to the Bay Area Vegan for the super chat, man. I appreciate you for the super chat. Shout out to Bay Area Vegan for the super chat, man. There's hella projects in Frisco, and the thing about San Francisco, man, their projects are right on the water, so you got oceanside views, man. This is prime real estate, so this is why they want to tear all the projects down, because they want to put condos there.
From Harvard, man.
He didn't just move away when he was. You feel me?
This where it started at.
Hey, you want to walk through now? Or you want to take them down to the brown houses first? That's hella far. I ain't trying to do all that. Yeah, we finna walk through the cuts real quick. This the actual main street, but everything is not just Harbor Road though. This the actual Harbor Road. Like this the actual street. Nobody be right here though. Like this just the actual block. Right. But we're gonna take you through the cuts and show you how big it is. Though. My mom moved up here when she was like 13. But my mom is from Fillmore. My uncle, Rapper Forte. I don't know if you know him. He a famous rapper. But they moved over here from Fillmore like 13, 14. They moved up here like 13, 14. And then I think she moved on that side. On the other side over there.
Fillmore, they say, is another section I gotta visit.
Yeah, but
Fillmore?
It's like Hunters Point, like hella different areas. But
yeah, it's just hella.
You gotta go. You gotta tap in with them. You know, Fillmore kind of dry right now.
Okay. A little Yee from Fillmore, a little P. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, really?
Yeah, rappers like that. Yep. Yeah, they got chop low from there. Free chop low.
Free chop low.
Chop low.
He a borderline Harvard nigga.
Harvard chop, baby. You know, chop.
Oh yeah. What's up, blood? Hey man. Hey man. Look, man. I know you got some of that paper waiting on you as soon as you touch down, man. What you up right now?
Come on, man. You know I got like 200 waiting on it. You know they took about 600 from us. We still the nigga here. We still the nigga.
Hey man. Hey, I'm trying to tell these niggas. Man.
That shit is fake. Yeah, that nigga told us to come on, backstepping 10 toes down, nigga, for that shit.
Hey,
For real, yeah.
Hey, man, I tell you, you really can't name two niggas around this motherfucker. Like as us, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't lucky, I ain't know, nigga. I would've brought low-fi, all this shit, bitches on the block, popping ass.
Hey, no, look, I was gonna bring the low-fi, but I'm like, nah, I'ma just chill out. It's a chill day. I'ma show up for the young niggas. Blood. I ain't gonna do it. I miss you, blood. Love you, blood.
What's up here?
Sleeve. What's up, Sleeve, man?
What you on? What you say? Tell the camera what you say.
Man, Sleeve one of them niggas, man. You hold this down 10 toes on that big box.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said it's $1 million view right
here. Got the $1 million view in the hood. That's crazy. That's the first ever $1 million view in the hood.
You ain't gonna see too many views like that nowhere else.
Just having a apartment right here with the windows looking out. Right?
Good view. Wake up early in the morning. Come outside, stretch.
Right. Do some yoga if you want.
See it all, yeah.
They say that the arrow.
See, that's $1 million view right there, man. This the water from the project. So imagine you living in the projects and you got a view of the ocean.
They said it's $1 million view right here.
Got the $1 million view in the hood. That's crazy.
They said it's $1 million view right here.
Got the $1 million view in the hood. That's crazy. That's the first ever $1 million view in the hood.
You ain't gonna see too many views like that nowhere else.
Just having a apartment right here with the windows looking out. Right?
Good view. Wake up early in the morning. Come outside, stretch.
Right? Do some yoga if you want.
See it all, yeah.
They say that the air over here was messed up. Was it messed up or?
Yeah, because we had the power plant down there. That motherfucker used to blow pollution.
Really?
We used to come out every day, shit just blowing smoke in the air.
Really?
Yeah, they ended up doing like a little petition to get that motherfucker shut down.
Nice. How long ago was that?
That was probably when I was like a teenager, for real.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dominant Faces is there. When did you start making music?
2016.
In this house?
Huh? No, hell no, I wasn't living here. I moved out of this house in 2009. And then I ended up moving to a different part of the hood.
Okay.
But 2016, I got out of jail in 2016.
Really? That's a little time in
jail. Speedy trial, 4 months.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them sitting there motherfucker for one of the blessed ones.
We were the fortunate to hit the lotto once.
Hey, man, listen.
Man, if you were f***ing in the casino,
hey,
you
man,
hit
this hill breeds greatness, man.
That's
I'm one of the originals.
That's crazy, dude.
I'm one of the originals.
Like, and then getting everybody on the remix and shit. That's crazy. Like, you really swept the nation with that song. I know you're probably sick of talking about it. That's why I just eased
Nah, hell nah. I told that shit all the time. Hey, listen, I told my phone, about to never rap again. I know that song gonna keep me right forever.
Forever.
And I never really cared about rapping. I never wanted to be a rapper.
Really?
Hell no.
Because you got kind of one of them nonchalant flows, like where you just talking, telling your story.
Hey man, that shit just happened for real.
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
a lot of men want to be rappers and trying to be rappers their whole life, and it shit just ain't working out. And I come blam, and then everybody hate me for it. And everybody now I owe everybody something.
This hill really do breed greatness, huh?
You hear me? This hill breed greatness. So you think about it, all the greats that come out this motherfucker, man.
How did you go about picking who you were gonna get on the remix and whatnot?
Mozzie was my favorite rapper.
Yeah,
for real, for real.
You got a couple tracks with him.
Yeah, hella song.
Yeah.
He was my favorite rapper, and then Filthy and my big bro Fats, Free Fats, they was locked in, so that's what just happened. And then OMBP, that's my dog, so he jumped on it too. That worked out. But no, Nipsey was supposed to be on that motherfucker for real. You know, Nipsey was my bro. That was my dog.
Really?
Hell yeah.
He was supposed to be on the remix?
Nip Hustle, man.
I know, what happened?
He was working on this album at the time, and I had a deadline to get it in. So when I got the email, I sent him with the instrumental and everything. He just didn't make it in time, but he had ended up texting me like, bro, my bad, I apologize. Like, woo, woo, woo. But I wasn't tripping. It was just more like, it is what it is. But shit, imagine if he'd have got on that motherfucker. There ain't even no blueprint to this shit, so you just don't think it's a blueprint or it's a, hell no. Hey, man, it's the people's choice, man.
He started talking about the $50 for sure.
Got that for y'all, bro.
Yeah. What, you want me to go with you?
That right there used to be Shoreline Park. Now
I keep telling y'all, man, the projects is literally, so you see why they want the projects gone, man. Condos right here will bring so much money to this area. So if we build condos and put cafes, man, we can charge $4 grand a month. These are oceanside views. Why would we let people from the projects who really don't pay no rent, who's living off government assistance? Nah, we need to get rid of that and build condos. These are oceanside views from the hood, from the damn projects, bro. I don't know one city in America that has oceanside views from the projects like they do in San Francisco. Let's go.
they doing hella, but they be doing hella. They don't be telling us. They just be doing it.
Cause they told us
like they'll randomly come up here and start doing construction. Like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We got on that mouth.
Yeah.
Over here no more. Don't nobody got his address. You feel me? So
Yeah,
it's just like
they'll tell you like, oh, from the address. You get if you ever had an address, come up here, sign this shit, all this shit. They still ain't paid nobody. Somewhere. I don't know if
they ain't doing that. They don't give a fuck about nobody.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. That's in the woodworks though.
The only way to happen is if the whole city protesting it and all like. Then they do it, but just us alone, they don't.
Because it made headlines like, yeah, everybody's gonna get a big settlement, this, that.
That's some they won't, but that's some that can happen 40 years later.
That's shit like if they do that, our mama's gonna get that. We ain't gonna get shit.
And even if it's so many.
Well, I will say this. There was a lot of shipyards because a lot of these projects were built for white people. The Navy base. Like a lot of the Navy, these were Navy bases, and they built these projects for the white people that was in the Navy. But eventually they moved. That's my baby girl over there speaking. You don't know. Huh, baby? Tell him. Sit up there and tell him, huh? But anyway, man, that's a there was a lot of toxic waste in these shipyards, right? And there was once occupied by white people who was in the Navy. So welfare was created for white people originally, and white people occupied these communities, right? That's the reality of the situation. But eventually they moved black people in, and black people occupied these projects. Now they're saying, let's get rid of the black people and build high-rise condos, and let's get rid of the toxic waste that was in these areas by the shipping yard. So it was all a setup. The thing is this, man, we didn't realize how much these communities was actually worth when we occupied these spaces. Let's go.
It's not that much. It's not gonna get that much because of how many families it is.
Tell them, baby.
All them families, you only gonna get a certain little check that ain't gonna really be nothing for real.
This is what I was telling you about though, about how they all look identical. Like you see them blue buildings up there?
Yes, sir.
That look like where you just came from.
Yeah.
Exact same. It's gonna be the same setup.
Yep, you got a little view right here.
Only hood with $1 million view.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a couple $1 million views.
To me, the view ain't nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I said it all the time.
This
That's crazy.
People pay premium rents for
Niggas,
show. So just to wake up, you see that?
But on that side, it's a little boat that's like got the tip still out. That was like when I was a kid, it was like half of the boat was out. Like that's the only thing I see change. Everything else still the same.
This memorial, come right.
That
you know, everybody hand right here. They gonna put their little hand and shit right here.
Yeah, oh yeah, we put our little hand.
Yeah, this a big memorial on the spot where everybody be at, everybody chill.
This is hole 7 right here.
Yeah,
this is sad from there.
You see why it's called the 700 block though, because the numbers on them buildings and shit.
It's Kirkwood. It go all the way. This literally go all the way down the street, all the way to the 3rd Street. So it's Kirkwood and 3rd.
All part of the big block.
But this the main. Now, since he's died, this kind of like the main, you know, spot where we post up at. Before we was in the where we just first started at. That's where Higgs had it turned. That he's selling weed. Everybody outside getting drunk, getting high.
I had the alley turn.
Yeah,
my alley.
Nah, Pac had the alley turn.
Nah. It ain't his alley though.
Right now, everybody just we trying to drop all our music and get our out there right now.
Ain't got no time to post up on the block. I'm up in traffic. Task I'm in his B8.
Few of us went to the normal school growing up. That's been there for a minute. Yeah, PUI.
So that'd be a big religion around here?
Nah.
That's just right. It's a Boys and Girls Club too, right there.
Yeah, Boys and Girls.
They did put black people next to toxic wasteland because when these Navy, a lot of these projects was built on the coast, right? Why these Navy shipyards that was once abandoned. They abandoned these Navy shipyards and there was a lot of toxic waste there, so they built a lot of projects there. But at the same time, it was prime real estate. So you know what's going to happen. They cleaned up all the toxic waste now. And now that they cleaned up all the toxic waste that was in these areas next to the water, now they're going to put high rises and condos and charge people $4,000 a month. Because guess what? Rich people ain't going to live there and tolerate that. Rich people going to campaign against the city. So now that they're going to move rich people in, they're going to clean up the toxic waste, tear down the projects, build high-rise condos, and move rich people in that's going to pay $3,500 to $4,000 a month to stay there. That's exactly what's going on, family.
So he made if you from up here, I mean, I ain't gonna say from up here. If you from the Point, everybody went to that Boys and Girls Club. Everybody did. I mean, Willie Mays, that's the only boys club out here. Everybody, YMCA, you went to the YMCA, you went up here. But everybody went to the Boys and Girls Club. How y'all doing? Gumbo? What's that? Like,
barbecue chicken rice.
What's this right here?
Come on, you ready?
Oh, barbecue chicken, rice, cabbage, bread. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Look, listen, man, they got a food giveaway for the damn hood, man. Listen, this right here, they're going to pull up. They got a food giveaway for the hood to feed the people in the hood. Check it out. Hit the like button if you haven't already, baby.
Everybody did. I mean, Willie Mays, that's the only boys club out here. Everybody, YMCA, you went to the YMCA, you went up here. But everybody went to the Boys and Girls Club. How y'all doing? Gumbo? What's that? Like,
Barbecue chicken, rice.
What's this right here?
Come on, you ready?
Oh, barbecue chicken, rice, cabbage, bread. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
We'll bring y'all two over here. Y'all want a dinner?
we doing a vlog right now. Y'all want to say what y'all want to say or something?
Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked us during the holy month of Ramadan to do some good in the community and to feed the community the food that we would eat, the food that we would consume. So this is our response here. The sisters prepared a meal. If you look in the bags, you got bean soup, bean pie, chicken, everything that we would eat.
Salads.
For sure.
So we want to make sure that we affect the community with good. So that's the whole motive behind it. Yes, sir. God bless.
I tell you, they be blessing us all the time. My brother went there though, so yeah, baby coming through.
That's the thing about
a few of us though went there. So you feel me?
It's really community based. Like we got people like that everywhere all around here.
That's a different type Muslim though, isn't it? What is it? The Muslim?
I don't really know.
They in the fruits. That's the nation.
The nation. There you go. Okay, that was the one like Malcolm X was a part of. That's tight. Oh,
yeah, they used to have a mosque and down on 3rd. They used to have a bakery, but I guess that closed down.
I don't really get into all that because off the strength of I don't know what's real. I don't know what people like. I don't want to just pick a religion and just to do it. If it's not genuine, I'm not gonna do it. So.
Nah, for sure. I see that over the internet.
Yeah, like Christianity, all that type of stuff. It's like tricky. It's too tricky for me. So I just be like, I'm
really
just
believe
not.
in science.
Yeah, I believe in science and like the universe and stuff, but I don't really believe in like, you know, I don't even want to say all that because people are gonna be bashing me all on the fucking comments. But I don't really believe in like, I don't believe in like, you know, somebody controlling what's going on and all that, like all the theories and but look at him though. Look, he just came from the candy house. He just came from the candy house and he ain't offering us nothing. He wanna ask for a plate though.
Bro said you could have.
I got yours.
I just want that Capri Sun. I need a Capri Sun on the game.
Yeah, I will.
How's the food, man?
Hey, man.
They hook it up.
Shout out to my people.
You know? They
Hey,
hook it
man.
up. Man, that's
Gotta feed the community.
delicious. I'm digging the vibes.
Hey, man, feed the community.
Digging the vibration.
Everybody trying to be on that grown man right now. You know what I'm talking about? Because
I dig
it's like
That's
this worthless because you know that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm on because at the end of the day, just posting up or you know hanging with the wrong crowd, all that shit is gonna do lead you in jail or dead. So you know, I'm just staying out the way, trying to save my money, stack my money up, and continue to do my music because you know we got police hating, trying to just find any way to arrest somebody or try to can't even make a video without them saying, oh, he's with gang members and I'm getting probation violation and shit just for making videos.
There you go.
And I'm making money off my music. So it's like, damn, y'all stopping my money from coming in, so I gotta do all type of shit. And then at the same time, I don't want to do nothing illegal to jeopardize going to jail. So imagine being a felon, you can't work because they ain't gonna hire you, and you don't know who might see you at work. You don't know it's a lot going on. You don't know who you might be at your job. So it's like you have no choice but to do illegal activity. I'm learning from my mistakes though. I learned from my mistakes. None of us hang outside no more. That's dry. You ain't selling weed or nothing. It ain't no reason you should be sitting on the block. The only thing that's gonna happen is a narc's gonna pull up, nigga, and nobody come up here. Don't nobody come up here trying no other. Ain't nobody about to come up here. So what am I gonna stand up here for?
20 of them.
1, 2,
easy one.
3,
20.
4, 5.
Get him.
Yeah, the first projects I showed was the home of O.J. Simpson. These right here are the Harbor Road Hunters Point projects. The first projects I showed was the Potrero Hills. That's where O.J. Simpson was from. But like I said, there's a gang of projects in San Francisco, man. There's tons of them.
18, 19, 20.
Nice.
Yeah, no, dude.
That's more than most grown men can do.
You hear me?
I can do 20 right now.
Tore ACL. 1, 2, 17, 18, 19, 20.
21. Easy one.
Hey, only reason he don't get no pass, nigga just did 2 years in the pen, bro. He ain't got no pass, bro.
I got a torn ACL, bro. MCL, ankle, all that.
Hey, man, it's a black cat right here, man. We gotta go around him. Okay. You know you in the trenches. You see cats in the middle of the day like that. You see the cats. So we gonna go through the cut right here because you know the police be all, you know, this all. You see that view? It's just like, damn. That's $1 million view right there. Well, you got people in the projects with this view, and we took it for granted.
That's what I told bro.
Everybody, we all look. I've been looking out the window my whole life and seeing that. I didn't really care about it until.
The San Francisco skyline.
Yeah, that's the San Francisco skyline, and then you right on the water. This $1 million view right here, man. Like I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna let y'all hear that again.
He just did 2 years in the pen, bro. He ain't got no pass, bro.
I got a torn ACL, bro. MCL, ankle, all that.
Hey, man, it's a black cat right here, man. We gotta go around him. Okay. You know you in the trenches. You see cats in the middle of the day like that. You see the cats. So we gonna go through the cut right here because you know the police be all, you know, this all. You see that view? It's just like, damn. That's $1 million view right there. Well, you got people in the projects with this view, and we took it for granted.
That's what I told bro.
Everybody, we all look. I've been looking out the window my whole life and seeing that. I didn't really care about it until.
See the San Francisco skyline in the cut. The ocean.
This is part of the cuts too. This is just a bunch of different cuts in the back, you know. This is all. It's all Harbor though. Even though the Harbor Road is only that one street, it's all Harbor. One thing about growing up in Hunters Point though, you just either gotta have it in you or you just stay out of it. Because you know, people be snakes. You gotta watch out for people, you know. Don't nobody wanna walk out the house and look over their shoulder for their friends and people they possibly into it with. So I learned that fast. My mom She tried to put me in schools away from here and stuff. But at the end of the day, this is where I stay at. I'm gonna be a product of my environment. So I can't really blame nobody for that but me. My mom, I had a good mom, I had a good father. They were separated. I didn't really see my dad a lot because they had what they had going on. But I still got them in my life now. People don't have their fathers. People don't have their mamas and stuff like that. So I don't take none of that for granted. I don't take life for granted at all.
See right here, you can see most of the little reconstruction that they was doing.
And you can see that good view.
Oh, yep, you can see good ass view. Right here, you can really see it. You see big ass towers, all that.
Is that Shalleandro Hayward or
Yep, it's towers.
What are they like in the summer here?
In the summer, hot as
Really?
That's that.
It'd be both. It'd be like
Goes back and forth.
It'd be the same. Maybe like by the time 5 or 6 o'clock, it get cold.
Cold again.
Bruh, it be so hot in the summer where it's like, even if you're not one of them niggas fat and skinny, you gonna take off your shirt for sure. Them water fights gonna come. Water fights. That's when everybody really start going to the water park.
I asked these guys in the last vlog, what do you think kind of separates you guys from the town?
The town?
Culturally, vibe-wise, or
Everything.
I think everything. I think
They act like how everybody be getting the outlook on the bay, like oh hyphy, all that. That's really all the town.
Yeah, that's that town.
Yeah,
that's that town. I feel like city.
Like this, DuckTales.
DuckTales, that's city. City.
Yeah, shags, like a shag, with a shag.
Yep.
We don't do all that dancing hyphy. That's really the town.
Yeah, the town where you want to go lit and get the turn club. The city more of the chill for real.
Chill vibe, bring a girl.
Yeah, not no more though. Not no more. The town turned up now. I ain't gonna lie. Cause the town wanna be like how Sac is. Sac wanna be like LA. Like they tryna, you feel me?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I feel like.
Sac is becoming baby LA?
Sac been baby LA.
Really?
Sac be trying, they be still in like our little
in the town.
Hype, you feel me? And then make their own little eye, and then be like, oh, we do our own. Y'all be copying us.
Yeah, that's
like we be copying y'all.
See, like the tails. The city really started the tails, right?
Because I'll be seeing them in Stockton too. The tails.
That's
what I was just about to say. You liable to see them everywhere.
The only thing
else.
different
And
with the Stockton, they got a shag that go high up. Like I started my like a shag, and my was all right here.
Right.
Feel me? Then I dreaded it up.
Okay.
We'd do that, but Stockton they try to turn it like how some Dallas is, how they shag high up.
Big bumping.
Feel me? Yeah, high up. We don't do the high up shags though.
Okay.
Now you'll see some shag tail. You're gonna see hella sack tails. I mean, it ain't no problem, you know, it's a hairstyle. Do what the f y'all do, you feel me?
Tap in, pop 2L to the YouTube.
Real. My mama kids. I don't really like talking though. They gonna hear it though.
He got some news on the way. He be Brevy on some gatekeeping, you know, not dropping. You know how them artists be. They had them months, years where they don't drop, and they come back.
I be in the streets. In the streets. I just did 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah, but nigga be in the streets back and forth. So I'm not even no rapper. It just be, you feel me?
Nah, that nigga a rapper though. Prayers drop every once in a blue moon now.
That's my goal though, consistency for sure. Yeah. Once I get consistent, I ain't even been on no rap.
Rapping is crazy, blood. Rapping is full of
too much problems.
Rapping is full of crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get some money, bro.
Cause you've made it to the upper echelons of rap, Prez. So it's like,
man.
What's that like? Like the pros, the cons? Cause every artist wants to be in your shoes with some breakthrough hits.
Most of these rap niggas fake.
Just a lot of fakery.
A lot of fakery, a lot of bullshit, a lot of fake shit, a lot of sucking, and I'm not a sucker.
So it's tough.
It's not even tough. I'm a real, so they respect it, but.
You are one at my house. You know I'm a.
Y'all, man, we're gonna wrap this one up, man. I got some more San Francisco live streams coming up for y'all. There's a lot of Black history in San Francisco, a lot of areas. You got Fillmore, you got Hunters Point, you got Sunnydale, you got Lakeview, you know, Potrero Hill. Potrero Hill is the home of O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson is from those projects, the first projects that I just showed. This right here is a different area and another projects in Frisco. So listen here, man. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Some of the realest FBA content you're gonna get, man. Some of the realest FBA content you're gonna get is on King Supreme's channel. You're not gonna find real FBA content on these other channels. What's up, baby? He said, drop the link. You from SA. All right, well, let's check this out. Come on. Come on. He said, drop the link. Shout out to Shout out to Yes Sir for the Cash App, man. Shout out to 7030 for the Cash App as well. I appreciate my people for sliding on through with the information in the game.
Landmark.
Yeah,
for
come
sure.
on, man.
You already know, boy.
You got to do a video at OG Bob.
I got you. Rapping cool though, man. You got the gift to rap, man. Get some money in that
Some good little money to
Get
be
some
made,
money in
right?
that I done made a nice little sum off just
Pull a bag, huh?
Oh my God.
That's
I done
crazy.
spent the 100 on the chain. You know what I'm saying? I done spent it. I done spent over 300 in jewelry. I done did it.
Who are some of your artists, your favorite artists coming up to shit like that? What kind of inspired you and whatnot?
What kind of inspired me coming up?
Yeah.
Huh? I like Lil Wayne and shit, like, you know, listen to Dirk and shit like that.
Lil Wayne and Dirk?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you listen to right now?
That's what I've been listening to, like.
I'm a right
All right. Wayne. I grew up listening. I was a Wayne fan.
Wayne?
Well, everybody was a Lil Wayne.
No, sir. Wayne was everybody era.
Nah, I'm saying though, like he was outside when they was actually actively dropping that. So it's like it hit different. Like
Nah, wait, nigga.
he talking about Hot Boys and shit. Yeah, nigga, what you talking to? He talking about Millie.
That was the third.
This nigga talking about Millie.
It was a tape store right there on the corner.
The best one was No
Third
Ceilings
and,
2.
right across the street from Jolie.
No Ceilings 2.
Me and my brother went at my trying to buy the Hot Boy shit in 99. Nigga said my mama wouldn't let me listen to it. That was 99.
Who are some of your artists or some of your favorite artists to collab with?
To collab with?
I know it's hard to choose just a couple, but when was it just the funnest, most organic?
The funnest, oh man, like the funnest times on this bitch was like 2017. Rap ain't like that no more. 2017, like going on tours and doing all that. Rap was like, that, oh my gosh. But
With Nip Hustle, man. Shout out to Peasy, man. He was rocking with Nip Hustle, man. Nip Hustle was really rocking with bro right here. So shout out to bro right here, man. He had a close connection with the great Nip Hustle, man. Check it out, homies.
oh man, like the funnest times on this bitch was like 2017. Rap ain't like that no more. 2017, like going on tours and doing all that. Rap was like,
That Nip Hustle right there, man.
oh man, like the funnest times on this bitch was like 2017. Rap ain't like that no more. 2017, like going on tours and doing all that. Rap was like, that, oh my gosh. But nah, 2017, that was the year to be like.
2017? It was lit. Before COVID? On tour?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Was there a big bag in touring and hitting the road? Or is that just good for your brand and building up the streams?
It's bagging it. It's bagging it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
High power
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's different. I remember I was broke when I first started rapping. Then I got on that road. Nigga about a rental car, nigga about $400 in my pocket. We made that work though. Me and like it was like 3, 4. We made that work.
Really?
Work.
How'd you stretch it?
Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know how we stretched it, but we stretched it.
Stretch that cheese.
Yeah, we on the road, nigga, with a rental car, nigga, $400.
Your first time on OT?
2017, boy, nigga, $400. 400.
How many cities did you hit?
Back sprinters and shit.
5. We was in a regular load, regular load, full size Camry or something. Beat that road up.
One of them quick rentals. Ain't gonna call.
Listen, man, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. I've been up here for 3 hours, man. So hit the like button to support the content. This is some of the realest FBA content you're gonna get. I'm bringing you to the streets. I'm telling you about what's really going on in California. I'm from the streets myself, so I understand I understand what really goes on, man. Bringing you closer to the truth with some authentic FBA content, not no BS TikTok compilations from squares that don't know what the hell they talking about. You're getting firsthand information from King Supreme as I continue to deliver the damn gang. Subscribe to the channel. Catch me later. I got some more content coming up, man. I'm gone. Peace to y'all.